What is up, guys? Collector Joey here. Hopefully, you guys are having an amazing day today, and hope you guys have an amazing rest of the week. Today, we are going to have an awesome episode of Copper Drop. This has kind of been highly anticipated. Um, Let me see. Can I hope you guys can hear me because I don't know if you can or not, but so we do have a special guest today. He will be announced last, but we're gonna get a few of our OGs that are always in here. Always, I love these guys because they are just here every time I do Copper Drop. They are so supportive. So let's bring them in one by one. So first off, we're gonna start off with Mr. Good Old Spotchka here. Here he is.
Good to see everybody. How you doing, Joey?
How you doing, Daniel? Glad to see you
Happy
here
Thursday.
again, man. Again. Awesome
Welcome back,
Thursday. I know.
Dude,
I know.
what a holy crap a week. We have a lot to talk about. I'm excited.
We really do. We really do. I'm trying to get some music for everybody so they can hear something while I'm talking. Let's see. We'll do some lo-fi right now. You'll hear that a little bit. There we go. All right. So the next person I want to bring in, he's well known in the Instagram community. He is an awesome. He just started his YouTube as well. I think he just hit 300 subscribers, and y'all know him. His name is Austin Nicholas. How are you?
Hey Joey, thank you for having me. Great.
Yeah.
I truly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Annie, hello. Ready for a good chat with everybody?
Yeah.
Good to see you, brother.
Can't wait. I kind of had this moved over so I can see who I'm adding in here. All right, guys. So we do have the next person here, and if you guys have not subscribed to him, he has an awesome segment on his channel, the Collector Tour. He goes around interviewing like YouTubers and things like that, and I really do love that. He is very close to his 200 subscribers, right? 200, yeah.
Yep.
So he is very close. So if you guys haven't subscribed, it is right here, Mr. Evil Sneaker. What is
and he hit 100 on Instagram.
100 on Instagram.
Wow,
bro.
appreciate the kind introduction there, Boss Joey. Appreciate you having me on, bro. Happy to talk about some figures. Big week, man.
Huge week, man. Huge week.
Appreciate the intro, man. That was
of course. And if you guys want to subscribe to him, he's his description's down below in the description. Like I said, it's down there if you want to subscribe. So is everybody that is on here too as well. So last person though, you guys might know him from the chats. You guys see his name all the time. This is so cool that we got him on here. I am so happy. Drum roll, guys. A lot of people did not know who it was because of the name. So on Instagram. So here we go. Mr. Do that drum roll again, please. Boba Fettuccini.
Yeah.
Welcome in, brother.
Yes.
Hello, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Very
Awesome.
appreciative.
I am glad you are here, Boba. Like I told you kind of backstage, we are more like very, very laid back here. We just say what's on our mind, usually as we're talking about the figures. And that's basically it. It's just nothing. It's nothing hard at all. I know.
And go off on tangents. Yep.
Yeah, sometimes we'll go off on
going off on tangents.
Just segue extremely hard. Yeah.
I'm no stranger to tantrums.
Yeah. Because I know when I was first on stream before, when I first started, I was very nervous, and it's like that at first, but then as you go through it a little bit more, it's a lot easier. It really is. But I guess everybody kind of would want to know how did you get your name? Like, I know that it's just something to ask, basically.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I completely ripped it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing. I spent about 10 seconds on it.
Yeah.
I was looking around on Instagram with a friend of mine.
Yeah.
With this name, and I thought, oh, that's funny. I'll just call my thing that.
Yeah.
And I just did.
That's funny, man.
Then the logo, I just Googled it, and that little picture popped up. I'm like, all right,
screw it. Yeah, I know, man. So I love that, and everybody absolutely loves the names. Even some of my friends that watch the stream actually like your name as well. So I think that's so cool.
Yeah, I wish I thought of it.
Yeah, I know. Right? hey, it's yours now. But
I made my channel, and before I started making some appearances with great people like Joey here, I remember seeing you all the time in the chats, saying hello to you. You being so friendly. Like, this is a cool moment for me.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
thank you, man. Thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, me
I
too.
think-
Me too. From like, starting out on YouTube and like always going into different people's streams. Like I always saw you in there, man. So yeah, super cool to have you for sure.
Yeah,
And extremely humbled. Thank you.
yeah. It's awesome.
What a majestic beard you have too, brother.
Dude.
Like,
I
Thank
know.
you. Thank you.
I love
So
it.
jealous.
So before we get into all the craziness that has happened, we actually had some craziness that happened right before this as well concerning InArt too. We just got some pictures from InArt. I do have a few of those, but we're going to talk about the Hot Toys first, of course. But let me address some of the chat here. So we did have Brick in here, Brick Artemis. He was saying hello a little bit early. Said, can't wait to hear your thoughts on these guys.
Dude, I love that new logo of yours, dude. That looks sick.
Yeah.
Also,
that looks good.
you've got to actually hang out with Brick in person.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I met up with Brick because he's local to me. He's like a little over a half hour away from me. So yeah, we met up, talked about some figures, grabbed a burger at this nice burger joint. Yeah, it was a good time. Now he's gonna be buying some of my, taking some of my DTOFs off my hands when I get these new cases here. So yeah.
Yeah, I need some taken off of mine too. We got Steve saying what's up too. We got Yomo in here as always. We
Good to
have
see you,
Hayden.
He's consistent. I love it.
Yeah, I do too. He's everywhere, man. We got Hayden Collects. How are you doing? Good evening, fellas. Brick saying what's up, guys? Again, you got Cage in here as always. What's good, everybody? Excited for the stream tonight. Lots of good pieces to talk about. Yes, there is. There really is. And then we have my beautiful girlfriend Myra. How are you doing? She said, "Hello, y'all. Awesome panel as always. Ready to hear y'all's thoughts about that Joker." Yes. I think a lot of people are ready for that. Let's see. We got Austin in here as well, saying, "Hey, everyone." We got Daniel too. Let's see. Myra said, "Yeah, we can hear you." Yes, thank you. Ariel's in here as well. Hello. Let's see. Some of my favorite people on this stream. I know, right? I know. Thank you, Brick. Myra saying, "Congrats to Austin." We got AVO in here as well, saying, "What's up? How are you, Omar?" Hot Toys Bounty Hunter. Now, Hot Toys Bounty Hunter is on the come up. Actually, I've been seeing his name around a little bit more, and I like
Eugene
that.
is the GOAT, man.
really cool
Eugene
dude,
has an
man.
Instagram as well. So
Yeah, he does.
Go and look him up.
Go
Yeah.
follow him.
I love his name too, Hot Toys Bounty Hunter. That's like a perfect name.
That's a
And
good
he has the best bounty hunter. I probably may catch some heat from Boba here and some
No, you're
others,
good, bro.
but
I agree.
Had Bane's my dude.
Let me actually get y'all's names popped up here. I always forget to do that. Hold on, I don't know why.
I was actually offended, but it's
Yeah, I bet you were. I don't know why it's not showing it.
Sometimes
but,
it disappears, I think, when you pull up comments.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's probably why. Okay, I was like, what? Hold on, I lost my place now. Okay, now we got Bloody Edge. What's up? Pred figure needs some alien ones again now. Yeah.
I'm sure we'll touch on this soon.
Yeah, and then we got Steve Bateman saying fettuccine. And then we got Rins in here. What's up, Rins? Awesome artist, guys. If you haven't checked him out on Instagram. And then let's see. I
Love that
think
John
you're-
Wick piece you just did, dude. That was sick. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, bro, that one was crazy. That one was really good. Good to see Boba Fettuccine on. I know, right? I know.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. But it looks like we are caught up with the chat, guys. And I guess we could get started with the first figure we're going to talk about. So let's add this to the stream now, guys. So the one and only.
There he is.
Rooted Joker. So this is the Hot Toys one, of course, guys. Now, it mixed with all these pictures, I do have some that were. Oh, well, I guess this is it right here. I do have some that were from the event today, and then I do have some that were from when it got announced and things like that. So, what I'm gonna ask you guys first is this a cop or a drop? And I'm gonna go one by one. If you want, you could be as brief or as long as you need to be. Just let me know. First off, I'm gonna go with good old Spotchka first, and then down. You guys in the chat, I'm gonna put a poll down there. You can also put cop or drop in there, and we'll read it after everybody's done. But good old Spotchka, just let us know what you think cop or drop for this one.
Yeah, man. So what an amazing announcement from Hot Toys. They are definitely kicking in full gear and trying to compete with InArt, as we suspected for the last several months, almost a year, if you will. You know, out of all the Jokers that they've released, this is definitely up there. I don't know if it's the best one. I see rooted hair for me, like for this character, it works because his hair is very messy, but also it could go kind of. I think the InArt overall, to me, I would prefer. But I don't know, man. Like, I'd have to wait and see because, you know, usually when figures get released, they have a 10% difference versus their product pre-order images. So this is definitely a good looking figure, though. I love the tailoring. The jacket on this one definitely looks like their best jacket that they've made for the Joker. The only thing I'm not too big of a fan of the tongue. Like, I guess I don't know if that's another head sculpt, but
No.
the tongue
no.
in the mouth is just, it looks a little weird.
Can I say something about
actually-
that real quick?
hold on.
Sorry, or you can, Joey. I was gonna say, like, it's a little accessory piece that like
here
goes
it
through
is
the
right
back
here.
of the head.
Magnetic tongue.
Right here, look.
Oh, okay,
No, it's not
okay.
magnetic. I think you take the head off and look. I think I have a better picture though.
It goes through like the back of the head, I
Yeah.
think, and then goes
Bro.
like into a slot in the front, and then you take it off and then replace it with the main mouthpiece,
Mhm.
like through the back of the head sculpt.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that's a pretty inventive thing. I
It's
would,
yeah,
right
it's pretty,
here.
like, cool thing.
If you could see it, it's right here.
he does that expression a lot in the movie. I did rewatch
Yeah.
it a week ago. I think for that particular look, maybe it would have been better off to do it like a kind of like mouth inwards instead of just having a tongue replacement, because just having the tongue in there kind of looks like he's just derpy.
Yeah.
But without the tongue accessory in there, I think it looks pretty damn dope, man. I love the base. I love how I think the money is like is pretty removable, right? That's just like
Oh,
where
yeah,
you want to lay it.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn dope, man. Love the sawed-off shotguns, the little SMG he comes with. I think this is definitely I'm interested to see what this goes for price range wise. I know behind the scenes we were talking about like how much Anakin was going to go for. You know, if this one's not limited to, or not as limited as that Anakin, because I feel like Anakin's going to be a little bit more sought after, I might pick this one up. You know, Heath Ledger is definitely the best Joker, I think.
Yeah. I feel like the hair looked a lot more poofier in the I guess I'm gonna say promo photos. It looked a lot more thicker. Now right here it looks way better. I think, in my opinion, it looks a lot more thin, like up here, kind of. But it could be the camera angle as well.
I was
so
about to say
don't know.
camera angles and
Yeah.
change it up.
Yeah, but let's go to Austin. What are you thinking about this one?
I like it. I like it a lot. The only thing I don't like about this is not this figure itself, but this whole weird drama dynamic that people seem to have where you have to like one or the other. That's a really weird thing for me.
Mhm.
Um,
Well, I'm gonna compare them here in a minute. So
yeah,
I'm sorry.
so I say that to say though, like, yeah, you can be objective and compare the two,
Yeah.
and like I like this versus this. It's such a weird thing though for Danny to say he likes the Hot Toys one, and then people attack him. They're like, oh, InArt's so much better, which is fine. I don't know. I just feel like there's this weird click thing going on, and we're not being. I don't know. This is good for us consumers in the very end. Whether you buy one or the other, you have two companies now. You have InArt coming in and obviously pushing the boundaries of what we have been getting for what they deem as high end, and obviously Hot Toys has taken notice to this, so they're up in their game. I don't know. In the end, whether I get this or not, I don't have the InArt Joker. I think this is good for the community, man. I do want this. I am curious about the price though.
Yeah.
But
I've heard-
450, $500.
I've
It needs to be
yeah.
450. I think it's gonna be 450 minimum
yeah, $450.
for rooted.
You know, plus taxes, plus shipping, it's gonna be a little over $500. You know.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be more than Anakin, I think.
Yeah, I like this. I guess I'll have to see how I feel though when I actually see that price and if I
Mhm.
have room for it, and I don't know. It's a
Austin,
good looking figure though.
Austin, I know like you talked in the past shows, you said like you're not really a fan of rooted. Like, would you go sculpted on this?
I'm gonna ask that after this. If you
Oh,
want to
gotcha,
talk
gotcha,
about-
okay.
yeah. I
You can
got
answer
that.
that
Oh wait, sorry,
Wait,
Joey,
though.
to get ahead of.
Oh, you're good. You're good. No,
Austin,
I mean you
save
can
your
ask
answer.
though. You can ask.
Okay, yeah. So I've said this
don't
multiple
matter.
times. At least for me, now, I get why people like the sculpted or the rooted hair look. I get that. I don't know. Just me as a collector, maybe I'm just a very casual collector because I've always just liked the sculpted look. I just haven't really deemed it worthy to like spend that much more money on rooted hair for something. But just like Danny said, I feel like rooted hair kind of looks really good with this one. I really like the in art. I like the hair on this. To be fair though, I haven't really seen pictures of the sculpted Joker yet.
Of this one?
Is that the sculpted one?
No,
No,
I'll show
no.
the sculpted one here in a
Okay.
second.
Yeah,
Sculpted looks really good.
Yeah, the sculpted. I like I said.
But if it does, like I would lean more towards the sculpted one, honestly, because for me, sure, casual collector, it'd be less maintenance for me.
Yeah.
In the end, and what is it? Typically like $100 or something cheaper. I'll take that. I'm fine with that.
The sculpted is amazing on this one. It is absolutely amazing.
Wait, Joey, one more thing. I'm
Oh,
so
you're
sorry.
good. No, you're good. You're good.
I actually haven't seen a rooted figure in person, so
Uh-huh.
maybe if I did, and like Joey, like when I go to your place,
Yeah.
you know, maybe if I see your in arc, if you have it,
Yeah.
If it's there.
I
know,
hope
right?
I hope you do. You know,
Yeah.
maybe if I see that in
Oh.
person.
It said Tuesday it will be here.
Nice.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I
Okay.
checked like right before this.
So I will see it in person, which is fantastic.
Mhm.
That'll be like my first figure to like rooted hair figure to see in person. Yeah,
Mhm.
man, maybe my thoughts will change. Like, wow, this is actually immensely improved
Mhm.
for like what I would want in a figure. But until then, yeah, sculpt is fine with me. I'm not too big of a stickler.
Steve, is this a cop or a drop for you?
I don't think I'm gonna pick like so. I have the in art like deluxe 2-pack
that's
rooted
right. Yeah.
Joker. So Austin, I'll say like seeing a rooted figure in person will probably change your perception of rooted a little bit because the in art in person is phenomenal. Like you see the photos, but once you can like I don't have mine displayed, but I took everything out and kind of futzed with it a little bit. The sculpt on the in art is just like it's incredible. The hair is also just like it's just so well done. It's kind of hard to describe till you see it in person, but for me, this is like I think Austin, like you said, this is great. Like this is great for collectors. Like obviously, like I think the good thing with in art is making Hot Toys push the envelope, right? Do we even get this rooted figure or a rooted Anakin if in art didn't exist? I don't know if like Hot Toys would really even be doing this Artisan series if it wasn't for in art coming out with their rooted hair figures. You know what I mean? So I think that's one, Hot Toys taking notice. But I do think in art for me has the better. I know Joey, you said we're going to talk about it a little bit, but for me, I think in art's rooted hair is better, and I think their sculpt is better. But that's not to knock this figure because this is I still think this is a really good sculpt.
Yeah.
I'm honestly like kind of tempted, and I know we're going to talk about, I'm kind of tempted to like potentially get a sculpted Hot Toys one because that one's not going to be limited.
Yeah.
And it's going to be less. And like, I love this character. So like, I'm really selective about what I get outside of Star Wars, but Joker is it. That's the level of like the tier of character that I need to consider getting out, being outside of Star Wars. But yeah, I think this looks really cool. Hot Toys is very smart of doing like, hey, let's do a limited run for the rooted and then let's make the regular one widely available. I think that's also a really, really smart move. So like Austin said, I'm not really too big on debating or bashing one versus the other. I think honestly, they both have their place. And there's people who aren't going to buy in art because they really only want to buy Hot Toys and they don't want, the logistical things that come along with in art too, of it not being licensed and whatnot. There's all that stuff that's happened. But yeah, for me, I'm likely not going to get this rooted. I don't know why I would really get it. Because it would be cool to have and do a comparison, but I'm not going to buy this to do a comparison of this versus the in art one. But yeah, like I said, kind of win overall for collectors. I think the base looks really cool. Also, I don't know, like they don't have a crotch grabber, so I don't know if they did something like they did with like the indie, the indie base, where they have something that goes up the shin.
Mhm.
or up the leg, but like I think that's really cool. I also like how it comes with that extra jacket, or does it come with an extra jacket, or is it just showing the?
Oh, it's like the
It's
it's
just,
layered.
it's just showing the one
underneath.
Yeah,
underneath.
it's the layered. Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. I think like the accessories it comes with looks good. The base, also, I think somebody said the base. I think I saw the base lights up
yeah.
like it's burning, like the Batman
Oh
symbol's
wow,
burning.
that, I
I
didn't
heard
know
somebody
that.
say it's a
That-
USB base.
USB
Yeah,
base.
oh,
So
wow.
like,
Boba or Steve, would that be on the sculpted and the rooted?
I believe it's the same.
Okay.
I think so too. We'll see right now because I
Yeah.
got the
Yeah.
the.
I
thing
think
for
it's the
this as well.
same, but overall, I just want to kind of say one more thing. Just like the
Mhm.
Artisan Edition figures, I think is just a really smart marketing move for Hot Toys to like this week. You know, I haven't been collecting
good characters for it. Sorry.
yeah, they're choosing bangers. Like these are really popular characters, and I think this week of I feel like probably in all of this year, this week has been probably one of the, like, as far as streams go and how many people are talking about Hot Toys and figures, like this week is up there for probably one of the most popular weeks of the year of
Mhm.
people talking about Hot Toys. And I think ultimately that's going to be something that is good for the hobby. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean? And I think
Yeah.
like this is a really smart move of driving interest into Hot Toys. And then I think I honestly think like limited figures like this are good for,
Absolutely.
they're good for the hobby. They're good to get people interested. And it's like, and this is for me, I like chasing something limited, like having an Anakin is something, having that be the first in the Artisan series. And we kind of talked about this already, but I think having limited is going to draw people in for sure. And then they're really smart, like I said, giving people the sculpted where there's no limit on it. And people are that's going to be readily available. Like this is a really good thing, I think, overall, just for, the collecting world in general. But
Yep.
yeah, kind of went off on a tangent, but
Can I say
you're
one thing? Then
Yeah.
Boba, you can for sure go.
Sure.
Same thing like what Steve's saying. I truly think competition breeds fairer market prices and improved quality. Like overall,
Right.
like that should go without saying.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
yeah, I think NR is definitely is pushing Hot Toys on the innovation side of like, okay, we need to, like, Hot Toys is still the king to me of 1/6. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like they're pumping out so many figures this year. Like it's crazy. NR Joker took that long to come out. It was one figure since NR started, and Hot Toys all of a sudden comes this week and just banger after banger after banger. A rooted Joker and a rooted Anakin, and a whole new line of like this Artisan, this Artisan edition.
Not to mention,
Yeah.
they're getting their releases out faster too, like Moon Knight and all these other Star Wars.
So they are
figures
just
last year.
pumping out figures, and they're I feel like they've been quality figures for the most part. So,
Oh yeah. 100%.
anyways,
They're definitely paying attention to what's going on around them and reacting.
Yep.
Without a doubt.
Boba, is this a copper drop? Say whatever you feel you want to say about it. Whatever.
This is. I haven't seen the art one, so I can't really
Mhm.
compare
Yeah.
the pictures.
Yeah.
This will not be coming home with me,
Mhm.
only because I don't really collect Batman or DC stuff.
Yeah.
Really, really cool looking figure though.
Yeah.
I
it is.
agree with as far as the coat goes, the wiring, the amount of weathering on it, beautiful.
Mhm. Yeah.
The hair,
It's a hit or a miss for some people.
it's Heath Ledger was going bald when he did this. This is
Mhm.
just
It's thick.
it's too
Pretty-
thick. Too,
Pretty thick. Yeah.
lush.
that's a good point.
Mhm.
Going bald.
I didn't know he was going bald when he did this. Is it because of the
Well,
dye in his
no.
hair? Or...
I don't know.
I'd
It
probably
was- his
just
hair was-
balding.
Very stringy, thin.
You should
It's
see it during
Genetics,
the
Danny. It's genetics. It happens.
It was definitely. You're right. It was definitely thinner than what it's showing.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro,
I feel
in the-
like what Hot
in
Toys
the-
is showing.
in the interrogation scene. It is super thin in that
Yeah,
one. You can
yeah.
really notice it in that scene. I had to look back and I was like, dang, he was actually like really losing his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the sculpt is great. It looks beautiful.
it does.
Yeah.
I love it.
The overall package is really, really well put together,
It is.
especially with that very cool base.
I do like the base. I feel like
I really
feel
like
like
the
they
base too.
I feel like they went all out on that.
Yeah, it seems that along with the hair thing on the Artisan series, they're really kind of stepping up the base game a little bit too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Love those bases, man.
Yeah, and our kind of made them wake up a little bit.
Yeah.
But if y'all let's see who I'm gonna end the poll right now. Let's see. We have 20 votes, guys. So we're gonna
Good
end the
turnout.
poll. I know. So let's see. For cop on the rooted in art, on the rooted hot toy, we got 60% saying cop on that one and 40% saying drop.
Okay.
So that's 20 votes. So hey, I mean that's a good sample size, guys. But let me see who has popped in here since we have been talking about this. I saw a few new names in here. We had NB Dyson on here as well. Tongue is weird. This is the ultimate example of Hot Toys cheapness. They don't want to give 2 head sculpts with any figure. Well, yeah, They used to, yeah. They're trying to be more innovative to save the money. I can kind of see what you're saying a little bit there. Yomo saying drop for me, but I would it would be a cop for me. The sculpted. Oh, wait, I'm reading this wrong. Hold on. But it would be a cop for me. Sculpted if it came out before in art. Yeah, I just don't need 2. Yeah, I understand. Yep. He looks great. What is what Brick is saying? Let's see. Peyton is in here. What is up, Peyton? How are you? Peyton's in here. Love seeing Peyton in here. Always interacting in the chat. We have some guy in here. What is up, my favorite people? What is up?
Some guy.
What is up, you guys? You guys are like the staple. Like, see, that's what I'm trying to do is get the people from the chats in here, and you know, I know we all see streamers in here, you know, coming in together, but it's cool to get the chat interactive with us as well. And that's why, you know, I asked Boba to come in here, and hopefully we have a few more people from the chat coming in.
Joe, I'll say this isn't like a dig like at anyone at all, but Boba being here, I mean, I think this is more exciting than, you know, some other people that I may talk to actually on a regular basis, like a live stream or something. Like this is.
It's because you know, it's new people. It's cool. Yeah, I like seeing the people that we're talking to in the chat. It's
that
awesome.
majestic beard of his, man.
I know.
You make me blush.
And we got some guy always being nice and putting the handles in there. Awesome. Yeah. Get him. I don't know how much you're at now, Steve, but hopefully we get him 200 by the end of the night. That would be awesome.
He just has a few subs left.
Yeah, and let's go to the next thing, guys. Let me actually take this off, and we're gonna go. I'm trying a new thing where it's gonna be faster for me to do this. So we're gonna go to the Sculpted Joker now. I know that we just talked about this whole rooted thing and everything, so you do not have to be very, I guess, detailed in this one, but if you want to be, you can. This is kind of a harder way. I shouldn't have done this, but here we go. All right, so this is the sculpted one. This is what we saw today at the event. I mean, gosh, guys, that looks good to me.
Really good, man.
I like this. Like, once again, maybe it's because I haven't seen like a rooted one in person. It just, at least for me as a collector and how I view things and deem like quality and price and what's worth it. I don't know. To save $100 or however much it is, like this is good. Like this is a good enough representation of that character for me to want it in my collection.
Yeah, nothing wrong with this one at all. Looks fantastic.
So I guess a lot of y'all's opinions, have they changed from the other one saying copper drop, or is it still kind of the same?
Yeah,
you're staying as drop as well.
I think I would lean towards the sculpted one. Granted, I did that RSV.
But are you going to cop it though?
Yeah, I would. Because I still don't have a Heath Ledger Joker in my collection, and this is a very beloved character and very beloved movie for me. So.
Oh, here's the tongue right here, guys. Here it is. This is what it looks like. This is it. I knew I had it in here somewhere. It's kind of weird though. I didn't know how they would do it at first, but I guess there's like, you know, they slide it from the back and then you slide that in, kind of like it looks like some Star Wars stuff or something.
Joey, not to cut you off. So Hayden Collects, he put in the chat, I showed my girlfriend a picture of the Sculpted Joker and she gave me permission to buy it. So it's coming.
Oh, dang. You know, when you get that permission, it's good.
Congrats.
I saw that picture, but I didn't realize that was his tongue. I thought he came with a vape for some reason.
Yeah, I've just been yeah, it does look like a vape.
Man, he's got a stress somehow, you know?
Yeah.
And shout out to Justin Collection for going out there and getting these pictures too, because these are his. I just saw them on Facebook and I see his little watermark right here. Shout out to him. Shout out to A Place for Collecting. People posted these things too, and I grabbed them off there. Hogwarts Toys. That's what it is too. Yeah, I think he went in there. He went there and he took some pictures. Shout out to him too. Whoever else took these pictures, thank you so much, so we could all enjoy them. So yeah, let's just a couple more. It just looks really good. The grenades looked a little too big to me, but for me, this is a cop all day as well. I actually put a poll in here. I don't know if anybody saw that. For the cop 2, we have 12 votes on that, and it's already at 67% cop and 33% drop. So it's kind of the same a little bit with the rooted. With the sculpted. I'm gonna end that though. It's just a quick little poll that I did. So anybody want to say anything else about this one before I take it off? And we're gonna do one more thing with the Joker. I'm trying to make the Joker not so much.
Are you gonna have a comparison of this versus NR?
Yes,
I just have a couple more some things I want to say.
Yeah, that's the
but
next
otherwise,
thing. Yeah.
I might consider getting the sculpted. I might consider it.
I mean, that
I might consider it, even though I haven't in R1.
I know that's what I'm doing too. But I feel like the face sculpt. y'all will see right now. Let me pull that up. Actually, Austin, do you want to say something while I'm doing that?
Yeah. So once again, I'm not like a super picky person with some things. I like that sculpt, but maybe I'm excited to see like the in art in the Hot Toys one.
Oh, you're gonna see it right now,
side by sides, and maybe it'll kind of hit me like, oh, one is better than the other, or maybe I'll just think they're both fairly equal. I don't know. So I'm excited.
I think it's interesting too. Like, sorry to cut you off, Austin.
No, you're fine.
I was gonna say, I think it's interesting too. Like it seems like the sculpted and the rooted hair, like, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like it changes the look of the sculpt on the Hot Toys one, with like the differences in the hair. To me, the sculpted makes the sculpted hair makes the head sculpt look better to me on the Hot Toys one than what the Hot Toys one looks like with the rooted hair. And for in art, it doesn't do that. That's one thing I feel like is like in art, the sculpt looks exactly the same, but there's something about the switch from rooted to sculpted in Hot Toys that makes the sculpt, like the face sculpt, look different to me. I don't know if that makes sense, but
I got the pictures now, guys. So when I actually looked at these, I was like, because it's pretty fair. Let me just show, and you can tell the difference. You can. So let me add this on here. So we got Hot Toys on the right, we got in art on the left. So shout out A Place for Collecting, because I found these on there as well. But guys, here's the first one. This is the Hit Me scene. I love that scene. I know that Hot Toys Bounty Hunter knows that I love that scene. He said that earlier. I'm gonna flip through a few of these. I'm gonna put a poll in the chat just saying which one you guys prefer, just for fun. And y'all just vote. What were you gonna say, Austin? I'm gonna keep flipping through though.
Yeah, you're fine. So just off of that one, I like the hair, the way the hair is actually like lined up and parted
on the Hot Toys.
On the in art one. So the one on the left, right? That's in art.
Yeah. The one on the left is in art. Yeah.
If I remember correctly, that just seems movie accurate to me. Danny just saw it, so maybe correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
More movie accurate. But I think the hard thing about these, and I'm not trying to justify one or the other, obviously, just trying to be objective with this. Lighting, and Danny's the artist, lighting makes a pretty big difference, but obviously he's not going to make a big enough difference with that hair swooped over. So I like the way the in-art's hair is.
In each scene of the movie, his hair, like you guys were talking about earlier, it's very thin. It's different every single scene. It's kind of like Mark Hamill's hair in the original Star Wars trilogy, like how it's different almost every single scene. Like it's pretty hard to replicate. So I think that in art wins in this battle in terms of how
it's
sculpted.
It's also
here's sculpted too.
Yeah.
Bubba, what'd you say?
What'd you say? Yeah.
No, it's also his hairline's more receded.
Yeah. That's
and
what I heard
that
too.
really nice part, like Austin said. I feel like Hot Toys is just kind of like in that spot. You can't see a lot of the part. Some of this may be the lighting in the photo, like you said too. But I think also one thing with the in art rooted is you can just really see the fine. Like it looks like finer strands of hair. It looks a lot finer, and it's not as
sculpted.
The next one is this one is in art sculpted.
Okay.
I think even there, like the hair is a little bit better as far as like how it's laid out.
On the left, you think is better? The in art's on the left. I think the one on the right is better.
I think they're both really, really good though. Like this is to me honestly just really nitpicking these. the like this 100% to me in
Yeah.
art takes the cake for
Yeah.
rooted hair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You
And
can
like
tell.
I like the sculpt. I like the sculpt better too on the rooted, but the Hot Toys one is still so good. You know what I mean? I also like the coat a little bit better on the in art. I think the tailoring's maybe just a little bit better, but again, like you can't go wrong with either of the tailoring for like
sure.
these are both going to be
Steve,
really
do you know
good.
the prices between the two?
Yeah, so we can talk about value a little bit. So I think the
Yeah.
tough part of in art is the only way to get the rooted hair is if you buy the deluxe 2-pack, which is an interesting marketing decision from in art in my mind. I don't know if they were like, hey, we're doing our first release, we want to do like a premium pack where we have 2 figures. If in art would have came out with, I will say, the value of each individual in art piece, I think is a better value than the Hot Toys rooted figure. Because you can sell one of the rooted figures if you want out of in art and make, like you can at least probably get half of your money back. But I think like if you look at in art, what you get that really nice like jail cell diorama. You get magnetic base.
too.
You get magnetic base. I know some people have had issues with that, but you get a lot of it's all magnetized. You know what I mean? A lot of the things are magnetized, and I know some people have some issues with some magnets and like the die cast weapons and stuff, but I think for what you get, even if you were to buy a rooted in art Joker 2-pack and sell one of them, I think the value for one of the rooteds of in art is a better value than the Hot Toys one.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say. And I think it's better hair and a better sculpt. But with that being said, like I said, that's no discount to Hot Toys. I think theirs looks really, really good. But I think for me, value-wise, in art wins in that regard. But you have to invest in buying 2. And if you want to sell one, you got to go through the process of selling. That's going to deter people. Some people are going to say, I don't want to go through that. And on top of that, it's not licensed in the States. People aren't going to want to go through all that. People are going to want to buy this through Sideshow and have really good customer service. And, I can see why that would be appealing too, where there's, hey, I just want to go with Hot Toys. The last thing I'll say about this is, like, do you guys, like, a lot of people have the in-art Joker. Is it too late for some people? Like, are people, there's some people in the chat who already said, hey, like, I already have a rooted in-art Joker. I already have either rooted or sculpted. I don't need another Joker. I know like Graham from Jedi Knight's Watch did a video and he said, hey, I think I'm good with my in-art sculpted Joker. Like, I don't really need to pick this up. It's like, is it too late potentially for some people to pick this up for Hot Toys? I personally think it's still going to sell like hotcakes, but
I still think it's going to sell extremely well.
Yeah, but I still think some people are going to go with in art. I might be
I'll
one
tell you
of those people.
If I had an in-art Joker, I mean, I don't think I deem it worthy to consider buying Hot Toys.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like the head. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the head sculpt on the Hot Toys is way better, honestly, in my opinion. Not, I mean, I guess not a lot better, but
in this picture, I
think who said it? Someone said they like the gritted teeth better. I just
MB
lost
Dyson?
it. MB Dyson said he likes the gritted teeth better, and I do too, because that's from one of my favorite scenes. And it's just, this one looks a little bit more skinnier. The in art one looks a little bit more pushed in.
Hot Toys looks fuller.
Yeah, it looks better
Fuller
that way.
at least from the angle and lighting.
Yeah. And also Hot Toys is more fuller, but the hair is more poofy than the in art. You know what I mean? So everything is bigger.
Yeah. So
like this to me looks a lot better rooted in art. I guess I shouldn't say a lot better, but it's definitely I think
Danny.
better in my mind.
And I think Peyton said also the ties are different as well.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah. There's little minor differences in the tailoring. I
Danny,
think,
just
too.
jump in.
So I think that the Hot Toys one for the second half of the film is more accurate to Heath Ledger's appearance in the film. The in art one is probably most accurate to the, I guess, Joker meeting the mob scene with the pencil trick scene, if you will. I think that in art one is perfect if you were trying to represent that look, because towards the end of the movie, his hair is a little bit more sweaty and scattered because he's been arrested and he's now trying to bomb Gotham City. Like, in my opinion, get both. Why not?
Yeah. And you don't even have to get the rooted on the Hot Toys one, and the sculpted is just so good.
The sculpted looks fantastic. I mean,
It
you
does.
don't have to worry about it getting messed up or.
You don't have to worry about three figures.
I'm actually honestly debating on the in art one. Not gonna lie.
And like you have the option if you want, like if this is like I forget what the in art 2-pack sculpted cost is, but like if this is a $500 figure potentially rooted or 450, like, and you want to get a sculpted 2-pack Joker, like, there's InArt has a couple more options as far as what one you want to pick up too. You know what I mean? So I like that option as well.
Yeah, I just feel like I do understand where you're coming from. I feel like you do get a lot more value with the InArt one, honestly. But it is 300 for the sculpted too. So a lot of people, because I have a friend that does not collect Hot Toys at all, and he wants to get the sculpted Hot Toys Joker. So I mean, it's a better price point for him.
Is that 300 Hong Kong or?
I don't know exactly how much. I think it's like 340 something.
Okay,
like that.
Because like if it's 300 Hong Kong, off that was 20. What's that standard that people throw out? 25%.
No, I think it was less in Hong Kong, and like 340. I think that's what I saw. 340 is about where it would be here.
I don't know. I'd feel very comfortable spending 300, 340 on the sculpted Joker. I'd be completely fine with that.
Especially with that base, and you get the light up function with the base, and you get money, cards, you get all the guns, knives, potato cutter.
I know. After seeing this, I'm definitely going sculpted.
Yeah, I thought that this was a very important thing to show everybody, and also I did do, like I said, the poll, do an InArt Joker and Hot Toys Joker, and this one was super close. So here we go. This was InArt going at 42%, and Hot Toys is at 57%, and that's with 19 votes. So wow.
I think a lot of people
very close.
Sorry, I think a lot of people too are just not biting the bullet on InArt, and they know Hot Toys, and I think there's some people that have, I don't want to say loyalty to Hot Toys, but people only collect Hot Toys, and InArt is something new and different, and people want to get they want to get a Hot Toys Joker. I think that's part of it too. You know what I mean? With Hot Toys just being more popular, people don't want to take the risk on InArt Joker. And like I said, if you get like, you really can't go wrong. I know like we're talking about one looks better than the other in some instances, but to me, like I said, this is a win for everybody because you have options. I think it's really good. You have an option. You can pick what one you like. And they're all pretty much readily available. Yeah. Or at least the sculpted will be. The rooted is going to be tougher, but you have a good amount of options. Yeah. And if you can't get, and InArt did kind of bamboozle us a little bit. They said that it was going to be limited at first, to the pre-orders. And bro, I was on the website that day, that second it came up, and to know that I did all that and they still are available right now is crazy. Isn't that just a great feeling when you see something and you got to get to your computer as soon as possible? Yeah. You got to order it, and you got to wait a year and a half, but still, it's this feeling that you get that there's something there that brings that out of you. Yeah. That is just so. Yeah. I remember too on the groups, it was like, I remember people were like $1,700, $1,800 shipped InArt rooted 2-pack. And you got people in the comments like, great prices. These are great prices for this. Such a great price, $1,800 shipped. Because on eBay, they were going like upwards, like near $2,000 shipped. It was crazy. Yeah. And then like now you can still get them. It's just wild. I feel bad for the people who paid that really, really, really high premium, but so it goes. Yeah. I saw that we had Jedi's Night Watch in here. What is up, Graham? How are you doing? Glad to see you here. He said InArt looks superior. Hot Toys sculpted looks good. Hot Toys didn't do enough to make me want to lose my InArt figure for this one. Yeah, that's understandable. See, with what I do kind of is what, if I have multiple of a figure or something, sometimes I will take that figure and if you have like a desk or something at work, I put my stuff on my desk. I'm just like, whatever. And I know that you could get worried about like people stealing it or stuff, but if you have like a workspace that has cameras and stuff like that, I mean, it is worrisome though if you're gonna put a $300 figure on your desk and someone can take it. But that's an option if you do have that. Like, I work from home. This is my desk. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that as well. Does InArt come with the pencil though? I don't think it does. That's a good question. You can always get pencils like from Etsy or something, probably. Yeah. I like the cleaner makeup on the Hot Toys one too. That's what MB Dyson is saying. Hot Toys looks more realistic. I feel that way as well a little bit. Jedi's Night Watch saying, I'm hoping folks start selling off the rooted cheap. I think I heard some people doing that already. Haven't they? Yeah, they have, right? I've seen that. Yeah.
Some guy said I got my NR single sculpted Joker 2-pack, the sculpted Joker 2 days ago. I have not been in the 1/6 game that long to be an expert on what's premium. I can't read today, guys. On what's premium figure compared to the standard figure. I will admit the NR Joker is fire. Yeah, it is. Jedi saying, I just can't get behind that Hot Toys rooted look. The hair is so off. Yeah, it's just so matted. Like you can
it's
see
kind of
here.
moppy. It's kind of moppy on top when you compare it to the NR photo.
Mhm.
Oh, so what we're looking at right now, like those are the rooted for the NR
Yeah.
and Hot Toys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is NR and this is Hot Toys.
Oh yeah, NR definitely takes the cake on the rooted.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another
Yeah.
thing is NR rooted, you do get the 2 head sculpts if you buy the 2-pack too. You know what I mean? So you have 2 display options on head sculpts, but you're spending a lot more money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wonder if this is going to be a situation like Chewbacca, right? Like if on photos it doesn't necessarily look the best, right? But on hand, if you can get it combed and fucks with just right, you'll be fine, right? It'll look more accurate to maybe you can get it to maybe look like the NR one, or maybe push the hairline back a little bit more. I just far, like with Yoda and Chewbacca, the rooted hair on their figures hasn't disappointed me. So maybe it'll I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah. In hand, this figure's so different too. Like I feel like the NR Joker, I saw so many pictures and then I got it in hand, and like it's so different seeing the rooted in hand.
Oh yeah.
And seeing the up
can't
close
wait.
details of the face sculpt and stuff, and the
Joey, I
paint
can't wait to see
application.
yours.
The paint application on the face and everything is just so good, and the way it's presented is just really like premium in the 2-pack. So yeah, you'll enjoy it, Joey.
Danny, we'll see Joey's in September.
Dude, I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
Delo's in here. What's up, Delo? He's saying the Hot Toys Joker looks like it's a glued down wig. It's a glued down wig. It really does. I don't like saying that about Hot Toys, but hey, the sculpted one
Wait,
actually kind of redeems.
Also, how
itself.
rude of Delo to chime in without saying hi to the chat first.
That's what I'm saying. I was seeing if he's. I missed the because y'all know I'm new at this. I'm missing a lot of stuff probably. I'm really behind. I know Beskar Kid joined. What is up, Beskar Kid?
Good to see you.
He said something earlier that I know Austin was laughing at.
Leave it to him to leave a comment like
I know. but guys, let's go on to the next one. So we're done. Everybody's done talking about Joker right now.
Yep.
We're good. We got that out the way. Yeah, everybody good? Okay.
Yep.
Collectors
We're done.
win.
Yeah,
That
collect.
release, by the
Yeah,
way.
collectors.
End
Everybody.
of day. you're
Everybody's gonna win with this coming out,
Oh yeah. Especially me. I'm like the biggest.
especially Joey.
I'm the biggest freaking NR. I'm not NR. I keep saying NR
Yeah,
when I hear
see,
Joker.
Freudian slip, man.
Ah,
Joey
man.
knows.
Um,
I'm just kidding.
crap. I'm trying to pull these up. I don't know. Oh, there we go. So the next one we're going to talk about. So we're done with the hype there. We're going to talk about Iron Man, the Mark 7 suit up edition. So I do have some pictures from Justin again. Thank you, Justin. We got these pictures today from the event, and there's some that from the announcement that we got. But I'm going to put down in a poll down there in the comment section, is this a cop or a drop for you guys in the chat? And I'm going to start off with Boba this time. Is this a cop or a drop for you?
If I collected Iron Man, I would absolutely get this. No,
Yeah.
I love this thing. His forehead's a little big, but the whole look of it is just outstanding. I wish it had Black Sabbath on the T-shirt.
I know.
Probably a licensing thing, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
But I
they,
think this is
they
a
don't
great
want to pay for
look,
that.
Great
Yeah.
action looking, and as long as it can get the pole to hold it up,
Mhm.
right position with all that weight on it, I think it's great.
Because it's not die cast though, right? I think I don't think it is.
Plastic.
Yeah.
It's got to be plastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, I like it. So, do you think it's a cop for you? Oh, you said if you had Iron
If
Man.
I
Right?
collected Iron Man, yeah, I
Yeah.
But what do you collect primarily?
primarily,
Star Wars.
yeah, a Mandalorian, little Spider-Man, Doctor
Some Doctor
Strange,
Strange,
and
yeah.
I dabble in Rogue One.
Gotcha. Nice. Okay. Nice
Okay.
variety.
I should have asked that. So let's see, Steve. What do you think about the this one right here, the Mark 7 suit up?
Yeah. Like this is a drop for me, but I feel like you got to be really into Iron Man to get this, I guess.
Yeah.
I would like to get an Iron Man figure at some point, but this isn't one that I would consider as like getting my first Iron Man figure. Obviously, I think this is for people who really love the character. I think it looks good. I think it's really cool. Like, you know, like Boba said, if you can get it to stand up on that like flight or on that like support pole, like you can get this looking like probably pretty cool in a pose. I don't know if I would could justify spending that level of money on something like this, but yeah, for me it's a drop. I won't really say too much else about it, but I see the appeal for this one. It is a great looking like set. It looks cool. It's very dynamic. It would look cool being displayed.
Yeah, for me, I believe this one's going to be a cop for me. The main reason for me because I've always wanted a Tony Stark just by itself. You know, I've made a kit bashed one, whatever you say, and the head looks like a giraffe, but I still go with it. I bought like a separate body. I bought the clothes and everything. I used the head sculpt from the Mark 85, and that's what not the regular Mark 85, not the one that's all bloody and everything, but. Now I have the chance to get one in regular street clothes that looks proportionate, and that's kind of what I'm, you know, what I want from a Tony Stark. And it's a Mark 7. I have the Mark 7, so I think that's cool to have kind of it halfway on him, and then the full thing right next to it. That's pretty cool as well. So that's my thoughts on it. But Austin, is this cardboard drop for you?
Yeah, this is a drop for me. I really like the character of Iron Man. I'm just not deep within collecting Iron Man or Tony Stark figures. I have the in-game one, and that's pretty much good enough for me. I do want to get the Mark 1 at some point, just so I can have like the Mark 1 and was it the Mark 85 for in-game?
Yeah. No, the Mark 80, the Mark 50 is. Oh no, yeah, the 85. Sorry, I was thinking.
Yeah, those two would be good enough for me.
Yeah.
Do not venture deeper into the Iron Man line. Yeah, this is a drop for me.
Yeah,
that's a great shot right there.
Yeah, I love that. That looks so good. The detail is outstanding on this one too, man.
You get that hanging from the ceiling by some fishing line, you're all good.
This would be cool having like a transition, like having this and then having a Mark 7 that it transitions into. You know what I mean? Like
Joey would probably put that reel together.
Dude, that would look so cool having this like flight suit, and then next to that, you know how like people do that with like different, you know, figures where you can like make it into like a dynamic. I think of like Ant-Man when he's transitioning. Yeah. Like that would be cool to have this and then a Mark 7, but like I said, you got to be really invested in the character to do that.
So I just didn't like the mouth open. I wish they would have done something different, but the mouth open I can deal with, I guess, on that. And you could probably nah. Well, I mean, if you have a non-fixed neck, then maybe you could use a different head sculpt. But you're good, Austin, on that. You got what you guys say?
Pretty good. I don't love the sculpt.
Yeah, me neither.
But yeah,
it's all right. Yeah. Daniel, what about you? Copper drop on this one?
It's definitely a drop for me, man. About the sculpt, it kind of looks. I could be wrong, man, but as an artist, it kind of looks like a reuse of the in-game head sculpt, but a little bit less wrinkles and obviously with a different hairline because you know. Different age of Tony. I'm a big fan of the Stark Tower. You know, I prefer that look in the first Avengers movie compared to what they went with the Avengers Tower. Probably one of the most nostalgic moments I had as a child was seeing it for the first time. So, like Boba said, if I was heavy into Iron Man, this would definitely be a cool piece to see. Like, I think is it Iron Daddy or somebody on who makes the customs? I know it's like
I don't know.
Name to say, but he has a cafe.
Wait, what's the name again?
Said it so serious. Said it so
he
seriously.
has a cafe, I think, in Hong Kong, and he makes all these customs, primarily Iron Man and Marvel figures, and he puts them all in this cafe. And I think if you had somehow, some way, enough room to make a 1/6 scale Stark Tower to have this figure falling from. And, you know,
big ass.
Dude, that'd be so cool to have Thor and Loki on top of it fighting, and maybe Black Widow on the top of it.
Cool.
Dude, a 1/6 scale Avengers Tower should happen.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
It'd be huge, but it should happen.
Yeah.
Anything's possible, y'all.
I do like the fact that the things that he has on his wrist kind of hide the wrist pegs a little bit. At first, I thought this was one of those things that they did for I forgot what figure I think it was one of the Batman figures they did with the
like the seamless arm.
Yeah, the seamless arm, kind of like what InArts does, but no, there's still a joint there. I also do like that you do have the light up. You can see the light up through the shirt. I think that is really, really cool.
That's very cool.
Nice.
That is cool. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, you could get the you can get like some fusion reactors or something to keep it on. That's cool too.
I can definitely see a lot of people kit bashing the Black Sabbath T-shirt on it, though. You know,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
That'll be
I
amazing.
can appreciate that they still went with the same color pattern for people that don't like to get custom anything on their figures and just as is. But
Mhm.
yeah, I'm kind of with you on the facial expression. The mouth being open, it just is kind of a weird face because when he's falling, he's more like straight
Yeah.
face. I think.
Yeah.
It looks more like they sculpted it from the scene where he's with Coulson and Pepper when they're briefing him about the other Avengers, and he's looking
Mhm.
at their little Tesseract hologram or something.
Yeah.
So when they sculpt, I guess, actors from movies, like let's say they're going to do this Robert Downey Jr. sculpt from the specific scene, I would hope that they started sculpting it from that scene instead of, oh, let's make this Iron Man falling from Stark Tower figure, but let's sculpt it from the beginning of the movie where
Mhm.
he's doing a completely different facial expression and it just doesn't make much sense. So yeah, definitely drop.
I think that they gave a lame base too. The base is kind of lame, honestly, in my opinion. It's just
Yeah.
it's not even no metal name. I don't think any of them have metal nameplates, but
So tired of these hexagonal.
yeah.
Man.
Yeah,
They're
for
getting
like
too
the
expensive
size of
for
this,
that.
like I feel like for the presence of this piece, yeah, they could have done something a little bit
Yeah,
better.
there should be some kind of diorama background, something.
Of Stark Tower, like
Yeah.
they gave us with the DX Ahsoka and Luke with the cardboard. I know these kind of look like whatever, have your opinions about it, but you should have a
Mhm.
Stark Tower one in the background at least, just so you can have that illusion.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
I'm gonna end the poll now. So of course this one's at drop at 78%, and then we have cop at 21%. So it's not well liked a lot, but I know there is some Iron Man fans out there that absolutely love this
Did
thing.
you guys say this is more of like a niche? collector,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta really like Iron Man to get this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love-
I'm thinking.
It's
This is the second like suit up Iron Man where he has like different parts coming onto him. Like the Mark V was the first one, right? So I mean, if I had to choose like between like a this or that for that, if we're doing it on your channel, Joey, I would definitely go with that Mark V over this one for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Mark V one too because you
Hey,
get the suitcase.
Steve,
and all
what are you coming out with this or that?
It's called that or this.
that or
That or
this.
That's what it is.
I'm gonna be doing that on my channel soon. Everybody, stay tuned.
On Thursday mornings.
We got Tony Stank 2.0. Yeah,
I do.
that's what Daniel was kind of saying too. Payton saying the sculpt looks better than that. I guess he was saying than the Tony Stank. I guess. Nathaniel, hello. How are you? Head sculpt looks average to me. Might just be the pictures. No,
Could be.
I think the majority of the people are kind of saying that this
Yeah, it could do
isn't
some
there.
work.
Yeah,
I don't love it, but like once again, Danny, you're for sure like the artist.
Mhm.
It could be getting like washed out with some lights. I don't know.
don't
I'm
know.
not a fan of it, but
His cheeks look a little pink to me from the photos. Just from that photo alone right there. Just I don't know.
Yeah. Yomo saying drop. It looks better than it did in the promo pictures, though. In my opinion, I think he's talking about these pictures over here. It does kind of look a bit better, like that. That looks a little bit. He looks more.
that's also like a horrid quality picture,
Yeah.
right?
That
No, it's
That
not
looks
that
like
bad.
Chris Cornell.
Who?
Chris Cornell from Soundgarden.
I don't know who that is.
Ah, never mind.
I'm too young, probably. Not a figure I need. This looks reminds me of Dr. Evil saying, "Give me daddy a hug." Rin saying, wish Hot Toys released Tony Stark casual line so you can display it with the respective suit. Exactly. That's why I'm
Yes.
getting this, is because I like the casual look of Tony Stark. I need like a suit, him in a suit too.
Give him a Burger King hamburger and two.
I know, right? 12-inch Moose Dream, how are you doing, man? I've seen you all the
Good.
time. Yeah, I see him all the time in the chats. I always say, what's up?
Michael, he's a big fan of Jazz Inc. I know he buys a lot.
Oh,
of
he is. Yeah, he's saying,
Nice,
hello,
nice.
community. Yeah, he's saying, let's talk about the Jazz Inc. Snow Speeder. I haven't been into to Jazz Inc. The only thing I probably would want is their, what is it? The Batmobile, the Batman Batmobile.
66?
That one look. No, the Robert Pattinson one.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want.
Drop it like it's hot.
He said Jedi Knight One should drop it like it's hot. We got a lot of other people in here, but we have a lot of stuff, guys. So let's get through. Let's see. Let me.
So everybody's dropping, but Joey.
Yeah, I think everybody's dropping, but me. So I am out of the question. Now let's go to the next one. Let's see. This is going to be the Symbiote Spidey we're going to look at real quick. I know that one. I feel like I didn't. None of us really talked about this one a lot in our personal chat, at least. I've seen a lot of people actually really are in love with this one, and I am too, man. Look at that, guys.
This thing
That
phenomenal.
looks crazy. Just this picture right here. This is at the event, of course, and I feel like this might be a cop for me, at least. This one is worthy of a cop. But Daniel, is this a cop for you?
Dude, you know what? I don't own a PS5, but this is definitely a cop. I've always been a huge fan of the Black Suit Spider-Man, and my favorite interpretation, of course, Spider-Man 3 2007's nostalgic for me, but that 90s look where he has like the white parts on his hand and just the classic almost Venom suit symbiote look on his chest. I love how glossy he looks. He would pair super well with the movie Venom and Carnage that's been released. Yeah, dude, this is definitely a cop for me. 100%. I'm not a big fan of the tentacle arms on the back.
Let me keep going through the pictures.
They look very plasticky, at least in that last picture.
It looks a little Marvel Legends-y.
Right here? Oh, yeah, I can see what you're talking about. Yeah. Like, they don't have that brushed metal on them, right? Is what you're kind of saying?
Not only that, like, even if it looked like realistic metal, I don't think I would display it looking that way. I just would rather him being a classic Black Suit Spider-Man, put him with the Avengers, get a Secret Wars theme going on there. I don't know.
This is just amazing, guys. I love this one.
Yeah.
So we got 2 cops already. That's good. Also, guys, in the poll section down there in the comments, I do have a poll again for this one. You can be with us and say copper drop. I like whenever you guys do that. And also, there is 34 in here. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and subscribe to everybody in here. Glad you guys joined. This is a big week for Hot Toys, and I guess now before this, it's a big week for InArt too, because we did see a few InArt things, but we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But let's go to Austin. Are you going to cop, or are you dropping this one?
I'm definitely leaning towards cop.
Yeah.
This just looks cool as hell, honestly. I'm a big fan of Spider-Man, especially any kind of symbiote. And this one just looks so
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, this looks like it'd be a lot of fun. Like, I would actually enjoy like a posing session with this, and that doesn't happen like too often for me with some figures, but this has some presence, so that definitely adds to it for me.
I feel, and look at the webs coming out, like the multiple webs coming out that are symbiote webs. It just
like
looks
wrapped
amazing
around the legs in the back. Looks so cool too.
It does.
This would look sick as like almost like an Evil Dead like kind of pose where he's just like ripping the symbiote veins. I don't know, almost like chains, if you will. Maybe put like a gargoyle brick house behind him or something. I don't know. That'd be sick.
That would look cool. Actually, like a gargoyle diorama base. That would look crazy. Steve, copper drop for you. I know you're mainly Star Wars, but
yeah. So like
something.
This might be the figure. Like, you guys know I'm a gamer, and like I played the first Spider-Man game. Definitely going to be playing this game. Nerd. Hold on, you're calling it gamer? You're calling a gamer a nerd, but y'all are collectors and you're not nerds. Come on, bro.
Hey, they're high-end collectibles, buddy.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So this one, like, I think this one's gonna push me into starting up, like, getting a video game figure. I think this is gonna be the one. This thing looks so sick, and like, I think. Another thing I just want to talk about, because you guys know I always like kind of breaking down, I guess like my kind of thing has become like kind of talking about like the business and marketing aspect from Hot Toys. I kind of like talking about that end of things, but they were really smart limiting Miles from Spider-Man 2, smart limiting Peter. Both of those obviously sold out. And then what do they do right after that? They announce this and they make it a wide release. What is everybody going to do? Everybody's going to go buy this thing. And then they put this special edition head in there. That's probably how I would display it. I love that special edition head with the, the symbiote.
Look at that,
this
bro.
Right here is what I would want to do.
Yeah.
This just looks so cool.
Now-
so you make it a wide. Sorry, go ahead, Joey. Go ahead.
Now, will this? Sorry, I'm sorry.
No,
I was
you're
cutting
good.
into you. Now, will this be? Do you think this will be one of those figures that is gonna, with the Spider-Man? Like, so this one, I just have it right here. So this one, this was all wrinkled up before, like the pant leg, and it came back. When I put it regular, and when I put it back in just a regular stance. Is this one of those suits that are gonna sponge back together, or
I don't
come back
know.
together?
I don't know.
I
Well,
don't
it's
know
all in the
either.
pictures, but it does not look like that.
It does not. It doesn't.
Yeah. So like,
So-
I don't know. Kind
That's
of makes me worried
worried.
about like posing it a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't have a Spider-Man, but like I'm leaning towards cop on this one, honestly. I
Mhm.
think I'm gonna pick this one up and do a one-off video game shelf. This one's pushing me over the edge. I
Yeah.
love red, and like the black on red for me just looks so cool. And I think like
That it does.
this just looks, I thought the advanced suit 2.0, like the limited Peter that they came out with with his, the standard advanced suit looks good.
Mhm.
But this one with like the transformation and then it wrapping around the legs like this, I feel like this one speaks to me a little bit more.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
man, this is I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cop this. That looks so good.
That's what it
Tom.
does.
I just think this looks so cool. It's such a smart thing to add in, do this special
It
edition
is,
head sculpt like this. It makes it look so cool where you still get some original Spider-Man outfit in there.
Mhm.
But like any type of transitional piece like this, just I think like a dynamic transit. This is what I want to see in something that I
It
would
also
get
makes
awesome
all the
in.
colors just pop that much.
It
Yeah,
does.
Makes the
yeah.
black stand out. Makes the white.
Yep.
Does,
Yep, I love the white in the eyes and how it kind of makes it pop more on the suit and stuff like that. Yeah, I agree. And it's so
Brings the whole
simple.
thing to life.
It-
Yeah.
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 Also, you can see the texture difference, which is really cool when you're up close like this.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Do
that
you
was just
guys-
a really smart choice of them to include like this head sculpt in here.
Do you guys know how much more it is for the special edition, just for the head sculpt? That's
I
all
have
it
no
is just the head sculpt.
I wonder if it like I could like sometimes Hot Toys does like their special edition at the same price. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I
As
was
they're
thinking.
like
Yeah.
Obi-Wan Kenobi comes to mind from the Kenobi show. The special edition has the lightsaber box, with the hilts,
Mhm.
but it's
For
the same
no-
price.
yeah,
It's the same
that's-
exact price.
Yeah.
So I don't know if like maybe a head sculpt, are they going to make it a little bit more because it's an actual second head sculpt potentially?
Mhm.
I don't really know. You guys might know from a past release if they've done that as a special edition, but yeah, 100%. Like this one's, I'm probably going to get this.
Okay. That's crazy. All of us are cops so far. Boba, don't feel pressured or anything, because I know I know all of us said cop, and I don't know if you
You do
feel
your
like
thing.
Spider-Man. So
Wait, can I ask one question to you,
Yeah.
Boba, before you
Oh.
Yeah.
answer?
You know, it's
How long have you been like in the hobby collecting?
Oh, long.
Okay, I
Um,
thought you were a veteran in this, but I'm just curious.
Well, with hot toys, I don't really know. I mean, the first figure I got was 66 Batman and Robin. But as far as collecting goes, I mean, I go back. I was 11 when Star Wars came out. I started buying those little figures right away. I still got them,
oh wow.
and I've been collecting since then.
Yeah. Well, that's a long time to keep them.
You should see my garage.
Also,
That's
Boba,
awesome, dude.
I got the Saturn Toys 66 Batman and Robin.
Ah, cool.
I haven't opened it up yet, but once I do, I'll send you some pictures and we'll
Yeah,
compare.
please do.
Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing Saturn around too. So we
Subsidiary of
do
Mark Toys.
we do have 21 votes here for.
Wait, Boba's
Symbiote.
got to go.
Oh yeah, crap. My bad, Boba. Is this a cop or a
Okay.
drop? I forgot. Sorry.
I love it with the special edition sculpt. That looks
Mm.
awesome.
It does.
Overall, this is a drop for me.
Okay.
I'm an old school Spidey guy, so this is not my Spidey.
Yeah. You're more in
Fair
the
enough.
classic suit Spidey's kind of
Yeah,
probably your
yeah.
thing. Yeah. I like that one.
I need to open my classic.
represent.
That's a really good point. I can see a lot of people not getting this because it's not like if you don't play video games, you're probably not going to be interested in a video game, video game style.
Right, I
suit,
don't
'cause this is
play-
gonna be a,
I don't play
Yeah.
video games. I played World of Warcraft for years.
oh
but,
hell yeah.
Mhm.
Nice.
Not
Wait. When you say years, how long?
years? Oh, jeez. 10-ish.
Hey.
Yeah,
10-ish,
nice, man.
something like that.
You are a veteran, brother.
Yeah. I remember playing RuneScape. That was pretty fun.
At this stage, I'm a veteran in a lot of things.
Oh yeah.
As the
But
gravy can tell you.
You could teach us all some wisdom for sure, man.
I know.
See about that.
I'm no expert. I need all the wisdom.
Me neither.
So I ended the poll. We're at 21 votes, and Cop is at 57%, and Drop is at 42%. So we're kind of close on there.
Can I say one more thing, Joey?
Yeah.
I really like it. Like, this has happened a couple times on this show where I think like Shane was on last week, and it was like we were talking about Rooted Anakin, and like some of us get really hyped for these figures, and we're like, oh, we're gonna pick this up. And then I remember Shane being like, I don't collect prequel figures. I'm out. And then Bob was like, this isn't my Spidey. This isn't my Spidey. I'm not getting it.
I feel like I would need that structure in my life versus like, I'm one of those like ADHD collectors who I just like so many things. So I'm like, yes, I like this. I want this. I like this. I want this.
Yeah, I think that's like honestly, like it's refreshing to hear people just say like, even though how like, with how good some of these figures look, like that figure looks phenomenal, and you're just like, not my Spidey, not getting it. I think like that's really important when it comes to little side note. I think it's important when it comes to collecting, just like,
it's also like
being able to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like knowing how to curate your collection to what you truly love.
Right.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Having
we always like that, Boba, or is that just like
having that discipline?
That straightforwardness is a New York DNA thing,
Straight to the point. Got to have that discipline.
Right to the point,
Yep. Yeah, I like that.
I don't live there anymore. It's still in there.
I love New York, man. New York's so fun.
Fun place.
I haven't been. It's on the list.
There you go. Yeah.
On the list.
So the next one is going to not be an actual copper drop. So this is going to be a question to actually everybody in the chat, everybody in here. This might be, I don't know if this might be a little longer, a little shorter, but this is going to be for a question for the Rooted Hair Anakin. Okay, guys. So my question to you guys is, do you agree with the limited piece count on this one? Do you guys agree that they should have done a limited? I probably should have put the question down there, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put it in the chat though. I mean in the in the chat. But do you guys agree with the limited piece? I'm gonna start off with Steve first. Do you agree that they gave us a limited count?
Oh, that's funny. I
know why he chose you first.
I don't know if it's necessarily whether or not. I don't know if Hot Toys necessarily had the option of making it not. I guess they could have mass produced this, but I think obviously the outlier here is the rooted hair. I think that makes it where they're not going to mass produce it and make it readily available in a rooted style. I think that that's the main thing. Again, like I talked about before, I think from a marketing perspective, it's really smart to draw people in by making stuff limited. So I think as much as people are going to hate not being able to get this, I think ultimately it's good for the hobby, and people like I said, this is going to be a limited figure. This is something I want to like this. I will get this figure. I will find a way to get it. And that's part of collecting for me. Like I want to be able to have this figure and to be able to say, oh, this is like, this was the very first release in the Artisan line. It's a limited figure. It's a rooted Anakin. Like I want that in my collection. And like, sometimes, like you can get bogged down a little bit by these like things that I know people talk about, like not holding value and stuff like that. This is a figure that's going to hold value for a really long time if that's important. Yeah. If that's important to you. And also, like, I know that, like, this probably, like, there's no way this is the end of seeing like a Revenge of the Sith Anakin. We're probably going to see one down the line at some point again. But I think ultimately for me, like, I have no problem with this being limited. I think it's a smart choice, and like I said, for me, having this limited in my collection is something that, I would look forward to this being something limited. And
it feels better when you people say it doesn't really matter about the value of things in the collection, and I feel like it does kind of matter at some point whenever you want to feel like, I think we've been through this before, you want to feel like you have something that you didn't just buy and it's just going to degrade. So I'm
sorry.
No, you're good. So I was just gonna say I'm with them doing a limited, even though it might be so hard to get. I'm with it. It's cool. It's gonna be one of those things that, especially if you already have an Anakin, it's kind of one of those things that it's like, if you don't get it, you don't get it. If you do, you do. It's fun. I came from Funko Pops. I'm pretty good at getting things like this, but this might be so limited that I probably can't get it. I mean, I was one of those people that got the PlayStation 5 the day one, so I'm confident that I can probably try to get it, unless it's a lottery system.
Yeah, I think
then-
it depends on how they do it. Like,
Yeah,
are they going to
yeah,
do a
yeah.
lottery? Are they going to do like? Are they just going to open it up for people to come in and pre-order like they did Miles and Spidey?
Mhm.
Because like Spidey was limited to 3,000 as well, and Sideshow got 1,000 of them. So like depending, there's going to be a lot of people trying to order, but 1,000 is a lot more than like Stealth Cap, who was 300. You know what I mean? So like, there's how good is your chance going to be? It's hard to say. Also,
But
I think
a lot more people are trying to get this one than that.
yeah. But
that
also,
one.
I think a lot of people are also saying I'm not even going to try because
I know
just-
Lael is.
yeah.
He said he's not even going to
Yeah,
try.
not
too.
even going to try. People are very happy with their sculpted Anakin. I'm sure good old Spotchka will speak to that in a minute here.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of people that are probably going to say, this is just not like, I don't really need this. And that's fine. Like I said, for me, and this is like similar to going back to NR Joker of like, that was their first figure that released. It's good, like probably potentially down the line, I guess we'll see where it lands, years from now. But like that was the first one they released. This to me is something that 5-10 years down the road, something that I'm going to want in my collection and say, hey, this was the first figure in Artisan that they did. Like that's something that I'm going to want to have down the road, looking into the future of my collection. Like I will want to look back on this figure and have it in my, like, have thought about that getting it in my collection.
I absolutely want this, but if I don't get it, I'm not going to be upset. I don't really ever get upset for missing a action figure, But also when if I were to miss out on it, for one, I'm not going to be upset, but I love seeing it in other people's collections. Like Danny, like I love seeing your collection and your photos because you have a couple figures that are absolutely amazing that I just don't commonly see. So I just feel like that enhances yours.
Yeah.
And even though I don't have them, I could get them for sure on the secondary market. But there is this odd thing of it is kind of fun sitting and waiting, trying to find like a good deal on it. Could be infuriating at times, right? But I don't know, just being like a bystander and seeing pieces like you have in your collection and other people have in theirs, I don't know, it's fun as a viewer.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to say, Austin, you said like, even if I try to get it and I don't, I'm not gonna really care. I'm gonna get this figure one way or the other. That's how I feel about this. Truly, like I'm getting that. I'm going to find a way to get this because it's that important to me to have in my collection. And I think like that's something that to me as being a collector is fun as part of, it's fun for me to chase figures. Right. There's still some old figures that I'm chasing right now. And to me, like that keeps me interested and engaged in the hobby. And I feel like some of that has been dulled down recently with the market. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So like to me, this is something that like is exciting because, if I don't get it, I'm going to find a way to try to find it. And to me, like that's fine. So it's just an exciting time and I can't, wait to eventually get it. That's all I'll say about it.
You're good. We're going to go to Boba. I know finally we have something Star Wars for you here.
Thank you.
What are your thoughts on this one? Are you going to I guess we're not doing Copper Drop. What am I saying? Do you agree with the limited edition Anakins, how limited they are, and are you actually going to try to get it?
Absolutely, I agree with the limited aspect of it. That makes it more special.
Yeah.
It makes it like you were saying, chasing it. And to me, that's part of the fun. And look at what it's doing. It's getting everybody together. We're talking about getting this thing.
I know.
It just got announced, and it kind of brings people together too.
Yeah.
I also
100%.
like the fact that they keep the numbers low and maybe concentrating more on the quality of the hair, as opposed to making twice as many and doing a half-ass job on the hair. Keep it low quantity, good quality. Keep it special, and
that's all you can ask for.
I remember years and years ago, I used to collect Black Series, and they came out with a Walmart exclusive prototype Boba Fett, the white armor.
Yeah.
Walgreens only.
Oh
And
yeah.
I had such a blast going from Walgreens to Walgreens in LA trying to find these damn things. it was a lot of fun.
I bet in LA that's hard though.
That's
Boba,
literally what I did too. Going
I
Walgreens
spoke
to
to
Walgreens.
Steve about this. Steve and I had a conversation about this. The other lines that we used to collect, and you actually had to put in some of that footwork.
Yeah,
to actually
Thrill of
find
the
it.
hunt, man.
Yeah, like me and Steve talked about this. Like I remember those Saturday mornings where I'd wake up and just hit a few different Walmarts and Walgreens and just trying to find that one thing.
Yeah.
And actually having to put in that effort, like that was fun. Like the thrill of that, like walking to either that end cap or that aisle, like I hope
Right.
it's here, hope it's here. As you're fumbling through things, like it is here. Like
And then you
that's
see
fun to tell.
the one hanging from the peg,
Yeah.
and you got to get to it before the 8-year-old
Yeah.
does.
That was Austin. This is like one. I just want to say one more thing about Black Series too, Boba. When I don't know if you were collecting Black Series at all when they did like the Triple Force Friday where they came out with the white boxes.
Yeah.
Like I got to Walmart really early. I went before work and I was just waiting, and they pulled out the pallet and they had one set, and I got it. It's like that's so cool.
That feels
like,
so cool. I bet.
It's so cool. They had one set of the Triple Force Friday, and I sold them all. But I mean, at the time, collecting Black Series, it was like really, really cool to like, oh, I'm the only one. You know, I'm basically like the first one here. Like you don't get that really with Hot Toys at this point.
Steve,
That's one
did you
thing I do
upcharge
miss.
on that sell, or did you sell it at retail?
I bet
buddy?
he did.
Oh, I definitely did not sell that set at retail, man.
Hey, that's what I'm with these Funko Pops.
Yeah,
I just got that box of fun, man. Gosh,
That was a good set.
That was, and it was
Good
only
video.
$105 for those, and for all of them, and one of them's already like $200. That's
Isn't that a good feeling though to have in your collection?
if it was like a Joker, I would keep it. You know, I would love to have that in a Funko Pop collection, but it's not anything that oh crap, my light's going crazy. But it's not anything that I would want. I don't know why it's going crazy like that. But sorry.
Very distracting. I'm not enjoying.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Daniel,
Well, real
You-
quick, Joey, have you seen the Joey Pop, the Joker Pop that apparently it's some dumb thing that Funko was doing with NFTs. You had to collect a certain amount of NFTs digitally, and they would send you a Dark Knight collection.
Yeah,
Funko
yeah.
Pop.
I saw that.
I was like, just release another batch of
I
waves.
know.
They would sell like hotcakes.
I
I know
know.
that 2-pack
I
was
love
And
The
Bank
Dark
Robber
Knight.
Joker.
I had the Bank Robber Joker for a while. I finally sold it to get a Hot Toy. So
I mean, it's a good investment.
That
That's what I do
happens.
with my Funko Pops anyway. So,
Yeah.
you know, with
Let me
this
turn this light
Anakin,
off.
man, as a dark side owner, yes, I'm happy that it's limited. That way, there's still some collectability about this one. But also too, the market is pretty, I'd say, pretty saturated right now with some Anakins. We've got the dark side Anakin, right? We have the light side Anakin variant of that. We have the Clone Wars variant now. You can get the Sideshow Clone Wars Anakin, or you can get the new Episode 2 version that should be out within the next, I would say, 8 to 10 months, right? Because
Yeah.
it's in a minute.
A
Or you can
year.
get this one, or a year, right? Or you can get this one in the next year or two.
Look at this
however long.
picture,
I know.
bro. This
It's
picture is
incredible.
just like
That looks so
It's
damn
great.
good.
If
Really
I can
heat.
get it, you're right. If I can get it, I'm not gonna rush to get it because I would prefer, like Austin was saying, I like seeing it in other people's collection. I'm excited to see like if Steve O'Ren or hell even any of you guys get it in, or Beskar Kid gets it in, or Nick.
Or I
gets
hope.
it in.
Let's just say I hope
Beskar
Beskar
has-
Kid. I hope Beskar Kid gets it in so we can see the unboxing.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'd
He's
like
gonna
to
get it,
see
man.
in my
He's
buddy's
he's like me. He's
video.
gonna find a way. He's gonna find a way.
This is the way, right? But
Yes.
and I like seeing it in my buddy's videos, and I don't necessarily want this one only because of the Episode 2 version. I think that one's getting kind of forgotten about almost because of this release. So I think the rooted hair looks really fantastic, and I'm glad that they're going with the limited release, so it still has a little bit of a chase to it, and as
Yeah.
Eugene's name would suggest, Hot Toys bounties, it brings that early 2000s feeling back, like you guys
I love
said,
it.
waking up early Saturday morning, going to Toys R Us, trying to hunt down that favorite. For me, it was at the time, I think it was McFarlane was doing Movie Maniac line for their horror movies, right?
Mhm.
So Ghostface and Leatherface and all these other characters that were, first of all, hard as hell to find in an action figure at all. But number two, anytime you saw them in story, it gave you such an endorphin rush, man. And
Yeah.
I can appreciate the fact that Hot Toys wants to, give you a little bit of a chase for it. So that's what I'll say about that one.
Okay. All right. So I did have the poll, of course, and we had 31 votes, you guys. Thank y'all so much for voting, interacting. I love when you guys interact in the chat. So this is people. 58% of people agree that they should be doing these limited edition runs, and that's pretty good. But it's closer than I actually thought it would be. So no is at 41%. People feel like they should just mass produce these, and I can see kind of where some people think that too as well. So
can I say one more thing, Joey?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah. I'm
sorry.
gonna switch over to the next thing while you
talk. The
talk.
last thing I'm going to say about this Anakin. I think too. I think people don't like it being limited, but I would say ask yourself, if this figure, like with this being limited, are you going to try to get it? And if like, I feel like if you're not going to try to pick it up, should you really have it? Like, should it be something that you actually want to have in your collection versus it being a wide release? Okay, like you just go, if it's a wide release, you'd pick it up, but with it being limited, that's going to deter you. Like for me, if you really want it in your collection, you're going to try to chase this and find a way to get it. You know what I mean? So I'll just say, leave it with that. I'm super excited about the Anakin.
Nick said nobody buy this until I get it. Yeah, I guess that's what everybody's hoping, huh? You got not getting it, but I agree with the limited, limited figure and bringing the exclusivity back. Now implementation is
whether it's a lottery or the email.
Yeah. I'm not reading good today, guys, so bear with me. I hope it is. They got to focus on the return of this Revenge of the Sith characters. Yes. If not 20th anniversary in 2025, I feel like that's when they would come out with another Anakin. I feel like, but then we got to wait till 2027. That's going to be a long time, but it might be sooner. You never know. Love what Hot Toys is doing with this. Yeah, I do too. I think a lot of us do actually. Slippin' Jimmy, here we go. If you want an Anakin and missed out on sorry guys, if you want an Anakin and miss out, then you can always get the sculpted. That option has always been there for collectors and will remain an option. That is very true. I do like the sculpted though. I have the dark side. It's awesome. I'm pretty sure the light side's kind of the same. Up of these as artisan rooted head sculpts. That's a very good question. Now,
very good.
How will they? How do y'all think they will?
They'll probably take the same route that Enard took and just take like a circular, acrylic case and just put it in there. That's the safest way to put it.
That's probably the best way you could do it.
Yeah,
exactly. Shipping overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You don't want to, especially since a lot of these, packages end up in UPS warehouses and USPS and so on and so forth. They're warm. It's this is announced now, so it could release in the summertime. Let's hope it doesn't, because it's a rooted hair figure. But let's say they do drop it in the summer in a year or two from now, and it's being stuck in warehouse, and it's your rooted hair figure being stuck in 85 plus degree weather temperature rooms. Let's hope they put it in a clear acrylic case.
I hope they make the box. I really hope they do something unique with the box in this and make it look present it in a premium way as well. Don't just use the standard Hot Toys box. It'd be nice to have the box looking premium and the unboxing be a little bit more premium with this as well.
They gotta step it up above the DX.
Yeah, you gotta go now. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Kind of like they did with the Darth Maul DX. What they give us, like,
I think you go they gotta like really make this thing look good. I think.
Yeah.
Well, they have to make the line stand out.
Yeah,
and you can do that with the.
They got to differentiate it from everything else.
Yeah.
They can come up with some really, really cool packaging.
Yeah.
Put a number at the bottom of it too.
Maybe serial number or something.
Yeah, like cool. Number of like this is 257 out of 3,000.
I'd like that. But now this is kind of like halftime for this. It's a little bit past halftime, but this is a section of the show that I do that a lot of people like this one. I can see Austin already getting happy on this one, or he's reading something in the chat. Anyone? But this is a section that I like to call. That
was a good transition.
Thank you. I did it. I did it good this time. Okay, cool. All right, guys. So this is something called This or That. Let me actually move us out of the way. Boba, I don't think you really know unless you've seen some of the.
I've seen them.
You've seen
of course,
them? Okay.
you know.
Okay. I'm glad.
Who are you talking to?
So this is This or That. This it's a thing where we pick, and you guys in the chat are going to pick which one of the third-party figures are you going to pick. That means if you could get one of these for free, which one are you picking? And you cannot get the other one at all, ever. So this is just all third-party. I have 3 of these. We can go through them. I am going to just look in the chat at the poll. So I'm going to start off with Boba. I know you I don't know if you know these third parties or not, because
Oh,
yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
this or that, which one are you picking? If you could get it for free.
Well, I've already got the Jazz Inc. Iron Scavenger.
Yeah. Well, I forgot to say, like, if you have it already, just act like you don't.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah.
I'll go for the Sky Scavenger.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I would think that too.
I think
yeah.
he's just awesome looking too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're on that portion.
I'm on the that.
Okay, cool. All right, and let's go with Daniel. Which one would you pick out of these two?
You know, man, I love Gambit, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with that as well. You know, I think there's been, I think, 3 or 4 of these vultures that have been released between
Yeah.
Jazz Inc., Toys Era. Well, Hot Toys has teased one now too, Austin. So
Yeah,
It's
I
been
don't know.
years. We've teased that for years.
Yeah, they have.
I don't know, but at the same time, with as many vultures out there, this one, in my opinion, is one of the better ones that have been released.
Mhm.
And I'm a sucker for anything with a wingspan, dude. So yeah, I'd go definitely with that.
Okay. Let's see. Austin, which one are you picking?
You know, this is a little difficult because I'll say, I think objectively, the Sky Scavenger is a cooler figure or has better presence due to that wingspan,
Mhm.
right? But I have the Sosa Toys Gambit, and he is absolutely stunning.
Act
Yeah.
like you don't have it.
Act like you don't have it.
I know, but
If you had somebody like literally holding these two in front of you and you had to make that decision.
I know.
Okay. I'm just giving you a point of view. I'm just giving you a
Look.
point of view.
Joey, we played this game before.
Gambit is a more beloved character for me, and
Okay.
outside of like the prices and whatnot, I would for sure go with this.
Okay. So we got a this for you.
Also, I can continue that line
Yeah.
quite a bit more, and that would have a bit more meaning to me.
Mhm. Okay. Steve, what about you?
That 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that figure looks cool, man.
It
For-
does.
and it, like looks for a third
And it has
party.
a head sculpt, I believe, too.
Boba, did
The
you
head-
say you have this?
I have the Jazz Inc. one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it looks cool. I feel like I'm all about the things that have wings and like look really cool on a shelf if you have the space. So I would take. You know, I'm not really connected to either one of these characters,
Mhm.
so I would go, you know, kind of objectively based on what it looks like. And I feel like with the wings and like I like the suit that he has on and stuff too, I would go with that.
Okay. All right. And I think I would go with that as well, just because I have all the Spider-Man stuff and all that.
Gambit's got the Austin abs, you know.
Yeah, that's probably why Austin wanted it. But like I said, guys, let's see what is in the poll. Who'd y'all vote for? We got 16 votes, and that is at 75%, and this is at 25%.
I'll be in the minority. I don't care. I'll be in the minority.
Yeah.
I did start off with objectively. I do think the Sky Scavenger has better presence.
Yeah, is it? I don't know if they're that far off in price though. I tried before this to look if they are or not, but they kind of were. Like I think around the
I know. I'll see what
300.
Gambit.
Yeah. But the next one, guys, also I'm gonna put in the chat is these two right here. So it's the same third party company. It's Thunder Toys, of course, but we have the red suit and the black suit. And now, which one is it? This or that for you guys? I have both these figures. I know which one
Hey, Joe, you got to pretend you don't have them, okay?
Yeah,
Joey.
I don't know if you know how this game works, buddy.
Let me throw them out the window right now. Okay, we're gonna go with Daniel. Which one would you pick if you could get one of these for free?
Man, definitely that. 100%. Yeah, that I must like we said earlier, Black Suit Spider-Man all the way. I don't own this figure, and I know you do, pretending like you don't right now. Does it come with that background little gargoyle or not?
It can come with it, but mine didn't. No.
Well, see.
I think you have to order it. I forgot. I think you have to order it separately, but I'm not sure. But we're just saying, just a figure, I guess.
Okay, well, definitely 100% that. 2007. The best part of Spider-Man 3, at least, is that black suit, man. I vividly remember seeing it on the big screen for the first time, and yeah, man. I'm not a huge fan. Not being negative towards the Thunder Toys red and blue suit one, but I think the presence overall is a little bit better on the black suit version.
Yeah, I think so too. I really, I'll just say it now. I'll pick that too because that is so iconic, especially the music that came with the black suit Spider-Man back in the day. All the villains that came with it. It's just I know the red suit is more iconic, but I also feel like the black suit is just as iconic.
100%.
We'll go to you, Boba. Which one would you pick out of these two? This or that?
That's a tough one. Both classic, great looking suits.
Yeah.
If I had to go with one, I would go with this.
With this? Oh,
I'm
really?
a
Oh, yeah.
sucker
You like the
for-
classic? I
I'm a
forgot.
sucker for that one.
Yeah.
Not
That's
my
something I
Spidey.
grew up on. With my Spidey.
Yeah. So you like the Toby? You like Toby's Spidey? Boba?
The movies.
Yeah. Oh, you like it? I guess it's Spider-Man in general. You think he looks cool?
I'm more of a Tom Holland
Oh, okay.
personally.
That says a lot about somebody.
Just so it's because Tom's so damn cute. That's why.
Isn't he? But
Okay.
no, I'm a sucker for the classic suit like that.
Yeah.
I always gravitate towards that one.
Mhm.
So
Well, Boba, who has your favorite suit?
sorry.
Like, who has your favorite suit between the
Right.
Andrew, Toby, and Tom?
Oh, Tom.
Tom, okay.
Tom. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that one too. Steve, which one would you pick?
I would go with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That's all I got to
Is
say.
that's all you got to say? Okay.
No,
did I
I'm
get
just-
through?
I'm just
No, I
kidding.
mean-
But yeah, no, I would go with that. I think that black suit. Like I agree with what Danny said about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that like Spider-Man 3 was a cool moment with that.
Mhm.
I mean, you can't. this is a tough one. I feel like
Yeah.
I'd be cool with getting either one,
Yeah.
but I lean more towards that. And we just talked about that Spider-Man 2 symbiote Spidey, so it
yeah.
makes me want. I'm kind of high on the black one right now, so
Okay.
yeah, I would go with that.
Okay. All right. I went through everybody, right? I didn't miss anybody. I'm used to having 4 people. Is that Mr. Austin?
Huh. Okay.
Okay.
Black
okay.
suit Spidey.
Hey,
baby.
I'm used to having 4 people here. Come on, man.
Definitely going that.
You going that? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I have the
man.
Hot Toys classic Spidey. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Dang.
Phil,
Did I
Pretend
make
Pretend
these
you don't, man.
Did-
Pretend you
did I-
don't.
Hey, that's
The-
different than this, man. That's different Thunder Toys.
Yeah, sure enough.
But yeah, I'm gonna go Black Suit Spidey. It's just a standout for me.
Okay. All right. So we got the poll here too. 18 votes in here. So we got. Let me end it right now. So we got that is at 61% and this is at 38%. So yeah, I guess everybody's kind of on the same roll, not all the way, but now I just have one more for you guys, and this is going to be these two.
Wow.
Now I am not familiar with the characters, but I mean I am a little bit more of I forgot. It's Rorschach, right? That's his name.
Rorschach.
Rorschach, yeah.
Rorschach, yeah. So you got the Homelander and Rorschach, the third parties. These are both so Toys. Which one would you pick? This is a this
Wait.
or a that.
Are we pretending that we're ever gonna get our Homelander from So Toys?
Austin, I didn't even know if they even
I ordered
came
it
out
like
with
2 years ago. I'm just saying,
Really?
I ordered it like 2 years ago.
Okay,
They
well, okay. Say hey. They said hey, you're getting it. Okay, you can get it for free, whatever.
Okay,
So
I'll start this off. because,
okay, yes, please.
I ordered this like day one of Toys R Us or So Toys, but
I didn't
I'm
even
going-
know that it didn't come. You're going with this?
Yeah, I'm for sure going with Homelander. I mean, I like the Watchmen. Yeah. But the boys, this is like a top level show for me.
I have not seen it. I need to watch it, man.
Really good.
Yeah.
That's blasphemy, Joey. Wow, that's awful. People shun him into watching this in the chat.
But y'all got me watching
Please
everything.
do,
Y'all got me
though.
watching Clone Wars, Rebels, this.
Look,
Joey hasn't left his house.
Joey,
in
This
days.
is-
we don't got you watching anything because you haven't been watching it, bro.
I watched 4 episodes.
This is that
Oh,
good
oh,
peer
okay,
pressure
nice,
you
nice,
need,
nice.
though. This
You
is
need
that
it.
good peer pressure you need in your life.
Yeah.
And this
No,
is
but
a
for
different
sure,
peer
I'm going with
pressure
Homelander.
than watching like Clone Wars, right? Because this isn't cartoons, right? This is live action, right? This isn't, and it's superhero stuff you're used to.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I don't know if you're. I would say like I watched the first episode of The Boys, and I was like, dude, when he's like, the shit that goes down in that episode is wild. I
The
did not
first
expect
episode,
it.
I watched the first
Yeah,
episode too.
yeah, the first few minutes, you know, like he's holding his girlfriend. And then,
Yeah.
like, yes, that part I was like, whoa, okay, this is gonna be this type of show. Like I knew it was kind of crazy and like violent and stuff, but I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Did you
I
watch
saw
that recently, Steve?
Yeah, I watched it recently. I've only seen like first few episodes.
Okay, I'm gonna shut
Keep
up
watching,
after this.
bro.
Anthony Starr he does such an amazing job with Homelander.
He's
This
really
is
good
like
so far.
a top tier villain.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
he's so damn good. Joe, you need to
I
watch the show.
I do. I watched that first episode too, and I was like, "Whoa, it's a little,
Yeah,
it's a little
man.
crazy, a little out there."
Oh, it gets a lot more. And now,
Yeah. All right, Steve, which one would you
I'll go.
pick?
With that being said, I would also go with this.
Really? Dang,
Yeah.
did I not do a good job on these?
I enjoyed the first few. I will say the Watchmen outfit, like, I really like when there's like when people are wearing like masks and stuff on figures. I feel like those looks look really cool. Like the jacket looks really cool on this figure. I think the figure overall looks cool, but yeah, I would agree that Homelander, from what I've seen, is a cooler character. You know, I haven't
Well,
seen the
can we-
Watchmen.
Can we also say Snyder's Watchmen was just
I haven't seen it.
ahead. It was
Oh.
I should watch
so ahead of its time.
Yeah, it was. It really was.
it. Heard really good things, but yeah, I'll say I would go with Homelander still.
Okay. Boba, which one would you pick?
I'm going this.
This?
I love
yeah.
The Boys.
Yeah.
Excellent show. Not a fan of The Watchmen. That's all I got.
Okay. Daniel, which one would you pick?
So, I love The Boys. I
Yeah.
absolutely. It's Breaking Bad and The Boys are probably top favorite shows outside of any kind of Star Wars content. So, hella looking forward to Gen V, by the way, coming out September 29th, literally a few days after our trip. So, Austin, we got to review that shit. I'm excited. But I'm actually gonna go with that because Toys Era's second version that they just came out with, I think, is a better version of Homelander. It has a better likeness to Anthony Starr. I think the suit looks better. I think the almost padded muscles that are in the suit is represented better. Because if you didn't know, Homelander, it doesn't actually have muscles. It's a patsy for his suit. So yeah, man, definitely gonna go with that. Just because Watchmen, man, Jackie Earl Haley and Zack Snyder's version did a killer job. You're not locked in here with me. Or I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me is one of the coldest lines from a comic book movie. And Jeffrey Dean Morgan's in that movie too. And I'm
Oh, he plays such a good character.
This
in that
is just
movie,
one
man.
movie, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's long though, isn't it?
Isn't there a show?
So there's an
There's a
HBO original show, but I didn't see it.
So the movie's just a one and done. Like if I want to watch it, it's a one and done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know because I'm gonna watch it soon.
True,
If you want to.
it is a really great movie,
Yeah.
and
Here's what I'll
you'll
say.
see what I mean by it was just ahead of its time.
Isn't
I-
it pretty
I-
long too?
It's almost 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Yeah.
If you want to, bro, I would recommend reading the graphic novel first because it's not really a comic book. Watchmen is an actual like story told in art form, right? And it's a lot deeper than Zack Snyder's film, in my opinion. And plus, if you ever watched back in the day, Ray William Johnson equals 3, like when YouTube was super early back, his background was the panels of the artwork from that graphic novel. So just the artwork alone is worth the read, and then watch the Zack Snyder movie for sure. But
Hey,
yeah.
Danny, I'm probably speaking to you and Boba about this right now. So you're talking about Jackie Earl Haley, and this may be a little controversial, but the
Freddie.
2010 Nightmare on Elm Street, I know it's not loved. I know it has a lot of flaws. Dude, Jackie Earl Haley was, I thought, amazing as a Freddy
Did a
Krueger.
good-
He was
did a killer job.
just cut back due to that awful CGI and makeup, honestly.
I think
Amazing Freddy Krueger, though.
Jackie Earl Haley is a underrated actor. I think with a better producer that wasn't Michael Bay and maybe a better director, better script, and also a different time. Like Robert Englund, not to go on a tangent about Nightmare on Elm Street, Joey, sorry, but
No, you're good.
Robert
that
Englund.
director- Sorry.
Go ahead, bro. No,
That
you go ahead,
was the director's first movie. They did music videos prior to that.
Okay, bad mistake, first of all, for a Nightmare on Elm Street film. But number two, like Robert Englund went on record on a YouTube video to talk about why, in his opinion, the movie failed, and he was thinking it was just the wrong time, right? Like 2010 is not the year to remake Nightmare on Elm Street. I think the year to remake Nightmare on Elm Street, I would like now. The last 10 years or so, we've seen the return of Michael Myers. We're seeing Jigsaw return this September. We're seeing all these different serial killers come back. I think it'd be cool to see an interpretation now with better CGI and better visuals.
The rights to Nightmare on Elm Street reverted back to the Wes Craven family trust that he put. So his family now has rights to the franchise. So it's probably going to happen now.
So it might go to Spyglass because of Scream, because of their success. So that'd be kind of cool to see. Anyway, sorry about that, Joy.
No, you're good.
Movie tangent.
I ended the poll, and it was at, so this was at 52%, and that was at 47%. So hey, I it wasn't, and that was out of 17 votes. So that's a pretty good. That's almost there in the middle too. A lot of these have been kind of in the middle though, which I'm glad that we have a diversity in here. So now that we're done with kind of halftime, a little bit past halftime, we're going to talk about another figure that we saw today. Actually, we've seen this figure before. It is going to be, sorry guys, I need to get this guy up real quick. Let's see. And we saw this one today for the first time, but not the first time. So if you know what I'm talking about, here it is, right here, this guy. So it's not going to be a copper drop as the question for this one, but it's going to be, did Hot Toys improve on the 2099 suit? So do you agree or not agree if they improved on it? To me, I feel like they did in some aspect. I mean, I like it. I like that they actually did this, but this reminds me, I don't know if y'all have seen the OG Venom. I don't know if Hot Toys came out with it, but it was a really old Venom, and it was like a full suit. This kind of gives me that vibe. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but there is a lot of scrunching on here. But if it's,
looks like a lot of bunching up.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of bunching up, but again, it does this time look like the stuff that's on the actual Spider-Mans that actually comes back. So that might be a good thing. But I think they improved it. I think it looks good, better than the joints.
Yeah.
But yeah, Boba, do you think they improved on this?
Yeah, absolutely. It looks a million times better than all those exposed joints. Definitely.
Yeah.
Good looking suit. Does bunch up a little bit, but like you said, maybe it's the material that'll spring back when not in that pose.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it looks really good.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell it's from, but
you don't know where this is from?
No.
This is from the Across the Spider-Verse.
The animated movies.
Yeah.
Right. I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I'll have to retain sometimes.
This is But Daniel, I know you like this one.
Oh yeah.
Do you feel like Hot Toys improved on this over the jointed?
100%.
Yeah.
You know, I'm someone who often, as we spoke about before, reposes figures, but I'm not opposed to having a museum pose for this one. I think it 100% looks way better than what they were going for. Maybe like brighten up the colors slightly a bit, and I think it'd be a 10 out of 10. I think they got the proportions down. I think that the only thing I'm a little worried about though is like, now that it is like a fabric suit, is he going to be able to stand on his own without a base? Because look at those ankles, man. And like, look at
they're small.
Like he's going to have
with the
heavy
proportions. Yeah.
Almost look like some small feet.
You got very dainty ankles.
And you know what, man? Like, maybe I'm on, I guess, maybe my own here, but I would rather have like a rubber suit, kind of like, think of an Ahsoka texture for this, right? That way you don't have to have too much scrunching. It looks natural, and it almost fits that CGI seamless look.
Would you be able to like be as dynamic as this character would be though that way?
See, for me, no, but I saw this on Riley's reviews story earlier. He was like, worthy sacrifice, right? So it really matters to the personal collector, right? Do you want articulation and dynamic posing, or do you want what you saw in the movie? Yeah, the aesthetic. And for me, like if I was gonna, I know it's not a copper drop, but if I was gonna get this, I would definitely pose him with his back turned and his like head kind of looking downwards, kind of like in the meme you keep seeing on TikToks and whatnot. Yeah. It's a badass look of him, and 100% they improved on this.
Yeah. Okay. And guys, like I said, in the chat down there, I do have a poll. Do you think they improved as well? You can answer these questions kind of with us. I like to have y'all engaged as well. But Austin, what do you think? You think they improved?
Yeah, I think it is improved aesthetically. I don't love the look, but I do think it's improved. Yeah.
Okay. That basically it. What all you got to say about it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Steve, what about you?
I think let's remember what happened here is the collecting world cried out to Hot Toys saying we don't want the figure in its current form.
Yeah.
You know, so like I don't really, the only people who are not going to see this as an improvement is the people who pre-ordered the version with all the exposed joints. You know what I mean? This is what collectors wanted.
Yeah.
This is literally what everybody wanted. This was like blew up, right? When they came out with everyone said, oh, this looks like Marvel Legends. Like it pretty much blew up. So, you know, this is what collectors wanted. Do I think it's an improvement? I like the look of this versus the exposed joints personally. But you're, like you guys already touched on, you're sacrificing, it looks like a lot of posability because this is a bulky figure. It's a bulky figure, and like it looks like, especially in the upper, you know, he's like brought up like
traps.
this. You can see like he's not getting a lot of, looks like he's not going to get a lot more posability up here in the shoulders. Like it does not look like it's going to really like, it doesn't look
He's
like
got
the
that
upper.
Austin Nicholas body, man. I don't know if he's gonna be able to.
It doesn't look like the upper is gonna
Make it from my legs.
Man, no.
also
Torso up, bro. God.
I think this will look much better putting this with other Spidey figures, for sure. The interesting thing though is I didn't see any pictures with the head sculpt.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it's odd to me that they didn't include the head sculpt that they showed with the figure earlier. So I don't know like what's going on with that. You know, that was interesting because they obviously showed the figure with that head, like, you know, the actual like exposed head on there.
I thought the head sculpt on the original one was the strong point.
Yeah, I thought the head sculpt actually looked pretty good. So I'm kind of curious as to why they didn't show it. But yeah, I would say improved, and it's what I mean. This is pretty simple as far as this is literally what everybody asked for. They wanted it into standard suit.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm still kind of, it's kind of mind-boggling that they didn't just do this in the first place. I'm kind of just like, I don't know what
conspiracy. They made the other one to build up hype, so they can just bring this out 2 months later. That's what it was. They had this already. They already had this mass produced.
They did it pretty fast.
They made this real quick. Exactly. So like, it's kind of mind-boggling as to why didn't they? And like, remember when we talked about this back in the first time when they showed the figure at the reveal, and we were talking about, I was like, or no, when they talked about, hey, we're gonna change this, and I was like, why did this like happen in the first place? That's still my thought. But they changed it, and I think it looks better.
I wonder if the design is still under all this stuff. You think they still have the design?
I think the joint structure is probably very similar. I don't see why they'd change it unless they're like they took away some articulation. But this looks pretty much the same as far as like the joints. It looks like they just put a suit on over top of what they had.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Maybe didn't paint it and didn't paint it. It's probably just a plain body. You know what I mean? But it looks like the same proportions.
I want to see someone cut it open one day and see if it's the jointed one.
What's underneath? Is it the one they already had made? I don't know.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna end the poll. Let's see. We had 84% of the people said yes, and 15 said no. That was out of 19 votes. So a few people did say some things in here. So let's see. I had it right here, and now I lost it. Let's see. Loco Lou said 2099 suit is fine as it looks. As it looks like the film and the suit brings this Spider-Verse team together on the shelf. Yeah, I feel like now everything's kind of more seamless. Not this character isn't looking different than all the other ones, I guess you could
more
say.
streamlined.
Yeah,
that's important.
And then if you say no on the poll, you haven't seen the other figures, the other version of the figure. Yeah. It looks so much better is what Nick's saying. What's up, Nick? I know I didn't say what's up to you earlier, but how are you? Boy built like a Dorito. Rin saying Hot Toys match the color of the suit and the plastic head sculpt as well. You know what I was thinking? If you put that plastic the regular head sculpt on this one, I feel like that would be kind of scary over time. The blue would get on the head sculpt, maybe. Would y'all think so? Like on the neck area, the blue from the suit. Do you think that would be something?
Maybe so.
Sometimes you got to worry about the
it's
dye.
a very bright color, and it's something because I know that Steve loves washing the dyes out of things. You can't wash it out on this one. So
well, I never said I love doing it, bro.
Yeah,
but it's
That's why I haven't opened my Homelander, because I don't want to wash out the dye in that cape that they give you.
It's pretty easy.
You said they give you instructions to do that, right?
Yeah, you boil water, you throw the cape in there a couple times.
Yeah, just put it in warm water with soap and just mix it around and let it sit in there and then rinse it.
But now
and
I've waited
and
so
it'll be
long, I'm just gonna open up my Invincible and Omni-Man closer to season 2. So it's gonna work out.
I feel like I'd mess that up somehow with watching it. But we're gonna go on to the next one, guys. So this is another figure that was shown today. This is going to be the John Wick. I know some of y'all are really excited about this one. So this now we're back to Copper Drop. So I'm gonna start off with, Austin was already saying something. Austin,
okay,
we're gonna start off with
Drop. Yeah, for sure, cop for me.
And you know what? We could say also you could say Kane in here as well. Would Kane be a cop for you as well?
So funny things, I still haven't seen John Wick 4, but Rachel.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna piss some people off.
Oh, y'all, Joey, you haven't seen The Boys yet. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Austin Nicholas.
Leave me alone. I'm getting there. Okay, I'm getting there.
Oh,
so we just rewatched one.
He hasn't even seen Scarface.
Let the man speak.
Sorry.
No, you're projecting right now, okay?
I had to put that in there.
You're gaslighting me and stuff. Okay, so so Rachel and I, we just finished watching like 1 through 3 again, and we had a lot of fun watching it. So this is like a character we both love and like love watching the movies. And it's not too often where like we get one of these teases and I actually send her like a picture of it and we talk about it. But that happened this morning, when this came out. I sent it to her and she's like, wow, this looks absolutely amazing. I love his expression and his hair. So yeah, I'm getting this for sure.
Yeah, I mean, look at the sculpted hair on this one. It looks really good. I know it's a little dark, but
new face sculpt too.
Yeah, it looks really. This one
totally.
They really improved on it a lot. I remember when the other one was still in stock too. That one looked pretty good as well. And then whenever it went out of stock, I know a lot of people were kind of looking for it a little bit. But Steve, I know you love John Wick.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm really high on John Wick.
We already kind of know what this would be. So just tell us a little bit why it's a cop.
Yeah, I'm picking this one up. John Wick 4 is one of my favorite movies. Like one of my probably top 3 action movies I've seen.
Yeah.
In a theater too. There's like a couple experiences, like movies that really stand out to me, like that one. Top Gun Maverick was another one in the theater that I saw recently. But this is like probably all the movies are kind of same, but also like they're different in ways. I would say like after watching this, my impression was like this was my favorite one in the series of all of them. The action can get like over the top sometimes and sometimes unrealistic. But with that being said, like also Keanu is probably my favorite actor. And like I wasn't real big on the older, like the John Wick 2 sculpt that they did was okay. It wasn't really good enough for me to pick it up. This one's good. This one is pretty good. It's not perfect, but like I think the face looks really good. The hair is unique. With the like how they have
the little strands,
have it
like
laying down. Yeah, I don't know like 100% how I feel about that, but like
it looks windswept.
Different angles look in different angles in different angles look better. So I like this head sculpt. I think just looks really good. Love the outfit.
Also, if you don't already have a John Wick figure, I mean this is pretty much going to be your choice.
Yeah. And I love this movie, and Kane is so good. Donnie Yen is so good.
He was good, man. He stood out to me so much.
I'm probably gonna I'm for sure getting John. I'll probably end up getting Kane at some point.
You have to though at that point.
I feel like I would want both because they both go so well together. They look both like the contrast in each figure too. Like these would look so good together on the shelf. So if they announce these, which it's looking like they're going to actually announce them, hopefully.
Yeah. Because they took down the picture first, right?
Yeah. They took down the picture of the tease, but like it's a good sign that they're showing these two. I feel like they've made John in the past. They've made Donnie Yen with Sheridan Way. Quick plug, amazing figure as well. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get both of these. 100% for sure, John. But I'm probably gonna get both.
Yeah. Okay. Daniel, Copper Drop.
Mr. Baba Yaga. These are both cops for me, man.
Yeah.
I'm curious if they're gonna come with dueling pistols. No spoilers, but dueling pistols for these guys would be really cool to have, and removable jackets too, especially for Kane. I'm right with Steve, man. This is, I don't know if it was my favorite, maybe because I think it had maybe one or two mini action sequences, but this is definitely at least second best, if not the best John Wick film that has been released. I didn't pick up the number 2 version, but this one, I love the wind hair swept look. That's typically how he looks in the film anyway. If he's either riding a horse or doing his signature move where he's bouncing back and forth.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You put him in a dynamic pose.
Yeah, he would look good with that.
And to be honest with you, I'm excited to have these two displayed. I would love to have a display base with these two with like the glass panels with the artwork inside of it, or at least with John give him some stairs. Those who have seen the movie know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Give me 2 stackable sets of stairs so I can, do that scene. John, I need you to get the stairs. Yeah, man. This is definitely one of the best looking releases announcement from the year. Love the tailoring on the 3-piece versus part 2 versus, because it just had the all black. And I think at least 3 of these films now, he's had like the white underneath with the black suit. So this is definitely the ultimate John Wick to get.
Yeah.
Definitely their best Keanu Reeves head sculpt, I think.
I think so too. I agree. Boba, is this a cop or a drop for you? You into this?
Yeah, no,
not for you.
No. Looks great.
Yeah.
I have never seen a John Wick movie.
No, I was with you too until I went to see this one. This one was good. I liked it. For not seeing any.
For some reason, me and John Wick, we never really crossed paths.
No,
I don't know why.
I don't think you want to cross paths with John Wick.
No, you do not.
I'll take your word for it. But yeah, drop. Never seen it.
All right.
I would say, Boba, if you ever have the time, like you're just bored one day, sit down and watch them. They're worth a watch, at least once.
Yeah, I will. I've been busy.
This is probably, I would say, like John Wick is probably my favorite action movie line of films, and also like for usually like I feel like a lot of times in in films like the quality degrades with some of the sequels. Like John Wick holds for the. I will say there's some fluctuation. I feel like in what you might like better and whatnot, but I feel like the quality of the movies and for the 4th one to be as good as it was, like that makes me like the series even more as well. And they're coming out with a limited series called the Continental this year, so they're going to expand upon this universe is going to stay popular for quite some time, and it should because it's really really good. Yeah.
That's good that they're 4 deep and it's still really good.
Yeah.
This is the one thing I want them to answer. Side note about like how long, like y'all all know the concept of John Wick. Okay, he gets his puppy killed and he gets his car stolen, right? How long has it been? Okay, because by chapter 4, this man has sustained so many injuries and so many bullets and so many kills. They say it's been at least like 2 months at the max, and I just find that ridiculous. If you do the kill count in these movies, it's hilarious. So
I did do the poll in here for the cop or drop, and for this one it is at 76% cop and 23% drop. So I feel like that's one of the biggest margins we had so far, as in which one took the cake more, and it was of course cop on this one. That's really good to know.
They're great looking figures.
It is. So we're gonna go over to the next ones now. This one, again, was what we saw earlier today. Let me actually take this off. And now these we didn't get too many pictures of, and I was surprised that we didn't because they looked so good. They stood out a lot. So I only got 2 pictures on these, but we'll talk briefly about it. These are copper drops. Just if they come out, we haven't really seen anything. This was the first time we saw them, but here we go. This is the Praetorian Guards from Mando season 3, and I guess we're kind of seeing.
Getting hyped.
I know. This is one where we actually see the full reveal of Moff Gideon as well. So that's really cool. I think this is one of the coolest displays there. I mean, look at that. That just looks amazing, guys. And it's kind of like, I don't know. I guess we'll just start off. So Boba, I'm gonna start off with you because I know this is finally you get a Star Wars thing. Would these be a cop or a drop for you, the Praetorian Guards?
To quote Grogu, yes.
yes. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was hoping for these. These things. Look at them.
I know they look
Fantastic looking.
they pop out so much, especially that I'm seeing a lot of black and red stuff a lot. Like Steve said too that he likes the black and red colors, I
yeah.
believe.
Right.
And that just really pops out on here, especially with that Moff Gideon there.
Totally, yeah. Well, black and red is one of my favorite color combinations.
Yeah.
And the three of them with Moff Gideon and his Beskar.
Would you get 3 of them if it came out?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Bob was like, forget about it.
I know.
Have an orgasm.
We were waiting to say that one, bro.
I know.
When I saw your name, Boba, on IG, I just knew you had the New York accent, and I was like, I was ready for it. I love
There
it.
you go. Hope you didn't disappoint.
No, you did not.
Yeah, these the definite. Yes, absolutely.
Cop. Okay.
Triple cop.
Someone said Beskar Kid said cop times 3. So yes. We're gonna go with Daniel. Daniel, are these cops for you?
Man, as me and Austin discussed, they were a little disappointing being killed off as easily as they were in the finale of season 3 of Mando. But that being set aside, they look badass. Cop times 3, yes. Okay,
Yes.
These are badass looking figures, man, and I'm excited. I didn't go with the first version of Moff Gideon. I think this one will be better. I think this one will have a better head sculpt. Not to mention, you have a mustacheless Moff Gideon head sculpt for this one, right? So you can have a Gus Fring head sculpt if you don't want to put this head sculpt on that one, right? So you can do a Kit Bash Gus Fring.
Look at that.
Yeah, dude, I love these Praetorian Guards. Absolute cops. And
Yeah.
Moff Gideon here, I love this almost like purge staff that he comes with. I forgot that he came with that in the show. The helmet itself looks pretty damn cool. I'm disappointed they never explained the horns on the helmet. So
Yeah. True.
Hopefully there'll be USB stabs also.
yeah, that would
That'd
be
be
cool.
I
I
was
would
thinking about
appreciate that, especially with the guards, because I'm pretty sure the staff stayed lit up in the show, right?
You could do a really cool light up effect with those. I think it's
Yeah,
Me and Boba were, or not me and Boba, me and Beskar Kid were talking about this picture, and he thought that this lady's hand, I guess, was the Praetorian, the guard's leg. I thought that was funny. It kind of looks like it. Of course, he would notice that.
Oh,
but Austin, are these cops for you?
Yeah, this would be hard to say no to, honestly. For sure, getting all 3. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
All right. Yeah.
I'm going to be repeating what everybody else says. They just look cool as hell.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
the highlight of season 3.
Steve, I know this is a cop for you for sure.
oh, I'm getting all these.
Yeah.
100%. Also,
yeah.
this is like, to me, this is like these Praetorian Guards to me are like I'm not just like, to me, I wouldn't just buy one. You know, like it doesn't make sense to just buy one of these. So this is another good, a good thought of getting figures out and selling figures is like they're dropping all 3. I thought they were badass in the show. Like they took out, Paz Vizsla got, obviously, like that was a like crazy moment in the show. But Gideon though, like I love this armor. This armor is just so dope. I love like kind of like Boba said, the black and red. Love black and red. I think like also like Gideon is, I like the arm. I like kind of like the backstory of his armor too, and how like this kind of has like a Darth Vader-esque type look to it, and also like he's kind of a wannabe, like a Mandalorian kind of, and like he, the helmet like with the horns. I think that goes back to some of like if you watch Clone Wars, there's some helmets that have some of the horns on there. So there's like some backstory there. I won't get too much into that, but like I can see that's why probably he has the horns on there. The helmet looks so cool. Like also, I don't think Danny, you said something about the head sculpt. I don't remember what you said. I don't think this one includes one.
I would be shocked if it did.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it's going to have a head sculpt.
I had another question.
Maybe it will.
I don't.
Maybe they're going to just reuse the other one.
3-pack for the Praetorian Guards.
That would be cool if it
That'd
came.
be cool if they did a 3-pack, but I don't know.
They're not gonna.
I don't think they would.
They're not gonna lose money on that.
Because are
man.
these unique enough to come out individually? Like I know, like a couple of them. I know they have different weapons. I guess I have to see because like a couple of them look the same.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I can see them doing separate releases.
Steve,
but
I
like,
want you to know, Beskar Kid's probably in the chat typing right now, but like, no, they're all actually very different. Here are the reasons.
But like, no, I'm saying the ones that they're showing here,
Yeah.
like the ones that they're showing here. But the two on the, like the middle one and the one on the left, they look the same, but it's hard to tell in this photo. But and then the other one has a different weapon. So I don't know how Hot Toys is gonna sell these, but hopefully they'll sell it. You know, if they do, hopefully they sell it to make it accurate to the show. Is basically all I was saying.
Okay.
You want it accurate, but yeah. So this for me is like, yeah, this would be. I mean, having him in that again, like the contrast of these figures with the black and the red. I think like having Gideon and then all three of those. Also, I'm fine with it. If it doesn't come with the head sculpt, I'm fine with it because I'm posing this with his helmet on. I'm not going to pose this with his helmet off. There's no way. If you want that, just go. You do season 1 Gideon. In my mind, that justifies like having a season 1 Gideon having his helmet.
Season 1 Gideon, you can get him for cheap.
Yeah, you get him for cheap. So I would rather have season 1 Gideon showing the head sculpt. This one helmet is on 100%. You know, like I'm like that's would be.
You could pose
really
him
cool.
holding the helmet too. You know.
And
Yeah, you could.
And I gotta say, it wasn't Beskar Kid that told me that. I just remembered it was Renz that told me that. So Beskar, you get a pass on that. It was Renz Talentino that told me about this leg thing that was going on over here. So so you get a pass this time.
I can't unsee it now.
Yeah, it looks like a leg. I can't believe I forgot it was Renz.
Beskar Kid also said, you know, either 3 separate releases or the same release with 3 different weapons.
Yeah.
Depending on how accurate they make it to the show. But I think like if they did the same one with 3 different weapons, I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be a good way to do
Beskar
it.
Kid also said he wanted to go on a date with me to go see John Wick 4, so that's happening.
I love it, dude. But yeah. Oh yeah. So cop for me. Yep.
Yeah, of course.
Yep. Rip Paz.
Okay, guys, I think we're approaching on the last thing, but this is saving the best for last, actually, in my opinion.
That's
we're gonna talk about rooted. We're gonna go back to rooted Anakin again. All right, let's do it.
No. This is the best for last. So let me pull this up real quick, guys. Let's see. Oops, I got the wrong thing. Hold on.
Oh, Austin, you're gonna like this one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
This is the best for last.
I said this like right after the movie came out too.
Yeah.
I've been hoping.
All right. Let me see
I'm
if
sure
I got
that
everything
would've
right. Yep. Here we go, guys. So this is going to be the Pharaoh Predator. Now, for me, oh wait, hold on. I don't think I entered the poll. No, I didn't. Sorry, guys. For the Praetorian Guards. So Praetorian Guards were 62% cop and 37% drop. So that one was a lot of cops on there. And you know, all those people are probably going to get 3 as well. So that Hot Toys going to have to make a lot of those or do something. Yeah. But we are on the last one. So we have the Pharaoh Predator. For me, this is day one, absolute day one cop. This is crazy. It looks beautiful. Look at these pictures. I know Justin took this one. Look at this, guys. This is absolutely amazing. Yeah, so this is a cop for me. Let's see, Steve, is this a cop for you? I know you just
I'm gonna pull a Boba Fettuccine on this one and say not my character.
Okay.
I don't really know. I don't know where I was going with that one as far as what I'm gonna say, because you said not my Spidey, but this is not for me. I wouldn't like. I don't collect the Predator line. I think the figures look awesome. Like, and I know people have been wanting this like a Predator re-release, or I shouldn't say re-release, but a Predator release for a long time. And people are really high on these, aka Austin. I know he's like really excited about this one, but not for me. I don't ever like. I don't have a desire to collect any Predator figures, but I'm glad that this is coming out for the people because I know there's a lot of hype around this IP. So I'm happy for you guys, but not for me. So this is a drop for me. Looks great though. That looks really cool.
It does. And Renz is actually asking if the dreads can articulate. Now that would be awesome if they could. It looks like they could. Like back here, it looks like they can.
That would be really cool.
It would. But let's see, Daniel. Is this a cop or a drop for you? I think I kind of know what your answer is.
What do you think it is?
I think it's a yes or a cop.
Okay, not an immediate cop. Okay, because
no?
Austin's gonna hate me for this one. Prey is the only. Well, no, it's not the only. It's one of the only Predator films I've seen.
Yeah.
I've seen the AVP films, and I've seen this one. I really, really enjoyed this one. Really, really enjoyed the overall practical look of this Predator. I don't know. Has everyone in the group seen this one? Boba, Steve.
Yeah.
You guys seen this one?
I think
I have
everybody's
not.
seen
I
it.
have not seen this movie.
The movie.
This is really not a spoiler or anything. So this is the first.
Yeah, but that's
Predator.
okay. You can talk about it.
Yeah.
First Predator on Earth, right?
Mm.
So, kind of like an Iron Man suit, it shows advances like versus like what the Arnold Predator had, right? So, I'm interested to see how the head sculpt looks on this one because the face on this guy in the movie was intense. The weaponry on this one, holy crap! I'm excited to see that like almost like axe boomerang thing he had with a chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had to get a Predator figure, this would be the one to grab for sure. Cop.
Okay. All right. Let's see, Boba. I know you like some of the older stuff and Predators kind of in there a little bit. And also I wonder if you could take the head sculpt off. Do y'all know if you could take it off or not?
Well,
Or
You're gonna
I
have-
would assume you.
Is there anything under there?
there should be.
Yeah.
But yeah,
If they
it's
don't,
copper
that'd be
drop.
a crime.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would
It looks awesome. I love it, but it's dropped.
drop.
I
Okay.
don't collect Predators, unfortunately.
Yeah,
But it looks damn good.
it does. It really does. Austin.
Yeah. So as Boba drops that, I'm copying it.
Yeah, you're gonna pick that right up.
Yeah. So
Not gonna let it hit the floor.
Yeah, so I'm a big Predator fan. Watched Prey the night it came out. I was pretty blown away. So this was Disney's. You know they own Fox. So this was the first movie put out since the acquisition of Fox, and with it going straight to Hulu, there's a lot of talks about the quality of it and whatnot. I was really, really impressed with the movie. And it was a movie that I got to like watch with Rachel, and this was her first exposure to Predator, and then we binged the other ones. And yes, and I don't have a Predator figure, and I've been wanting to collect them for a long time. This is one of the ones that I've been wanting Hot Toys to do. So absolutely, this is gonna be a big figure too.
It is.
He a big boy.
He was. I saw the behind the scenes stuff, and you can see how big he was in that. So I can't imagine this figure. How big
Yeah,
it
we
can
also
be.
have. They'll be coming out with an Alien movie as well.
Okay, so we might get
Granted,
something.
with the whole writer strike, we'll see how long that kind of pushes it out. But we had a teaser picture put out a couple months back.
Yeah.
That just makes me more excited due to how well the quality of Prey was.
Hmm.
So.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So for this one, we got 13 votes on this one. It was a little faster because a lot of us, I guess, are getting a little tired. We're old over here. I know Austin's getting tired. Let's see. So at the poll, we got copper drop on this one is 61% and drop is 38%. So yeah, that one was good. But before we go, I just let's see. I was gonna say we could go through some in-art stuff, but maybe on another stream we can. Probably next week's stream we'll go through more of the in-art stuff because we have been going for 2 hours and 18 minutes, so it's kind of been a long time. I'm trying to do it, but it's just getting too late, guys. But I want to go through everybody. Let's see. Let me single everybody out. Here we go. Let me take this off. There we go. All right, guys. So this is the part where we are wrapping it up. So we're gonna go through everybody and ask, what's coming up on your channel. So I'm gonna say, good old Spotchka, what is coming up on your channel? We do have his link in the description below. Just let us know what's going on in your channel.
Yeah, so on my channel, I just put out a short covering this new piece that I did. See if
Look at this.
Very cool.
Let me single him out. Hold on. Boom! Look at this, guys.
That's
That is
great.
Incredible.
Oh, I love
man.
the name on the side. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to scribble it in that way it'll
Really
stay
good.
in there. But yeah, so I did a short on this on TikTok and Instagram. Gonna do the other pair. think I'm gonna do Thrawn. We'll see. But spooky season's coming up. I am currently taking a break from purchasing figures. My last figure was Cad Bane and Fennec Shand for the summer, so I'm gonna be doing some horror movie reviews with Austin Nicholas and maybe some other guys in the community. Doing some retrospectives maybe on some figures that have come out in the last year. I would like to do some rankings of everything that's come out. Like me and Steve did a top tier list. If you guys haven't seen that, go check that out. I'd love to do a tier list of the figures that have come out this year and get everyone's thoughts on, what has come out, because this year Hot Toys has really pushed out a lot of figures, especially in the Star Wars line. Like there's been already 12, 13, 14 releases so far, and we're only halfway through the year, so that's crazy. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let's go, Steve. What's coming up on your channel?
Yeah, so Monday night, I'm going to be interviewing good old Spotchka on the Collector Tour for episode 5.
It's going to be fun.
If you guys don't know what the Collector Tour is, I've been interviewing, people in the community, kind of getting, their thought process as a collector, kind of how they got into collecting and learning more, more so about them rather than talking about figures. There's obviously some figure talk, but that's been a lot of fun. I've been really enjoying doing that. We're 4 episodes in. You guys can go check out some replays. There's a bunch of, 4 different, 4, is it 4? Yeah, 4 total. Yeah. 4 total replays on there. So this will be episode 5. It's been a lot of fun, really good series. I've really been enjoying doing that one.
It's really good.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And then I've been actually doing a couple shorts. I'm doing just a short series of collecting then versus now of Power of the Force Star Wars figures matched up with Hot Toys figures. So that's been pretty cool.
I like those.
It's it's just crazy to see how far that was my what I collected in childhood. So I've been just filming those. They're really easy to make, and they're just fun to see a quick comparison. So you can go check those out on my YouTube as well. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much what I got going on right now. Planning some other content, but it's been busy, so we'll see where it goes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Everybody's link is going to be in the description. Just remember that. We do have Mr. Austin Nicholas. What do you have coming up? I want to hear this.
Yeah, so mine may be quite a bit more lackluster than everybody else. So I got promoted a couple weeks back and started my new role, and it's been kind of taking a lot of my time.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it's been taking up a lot of my time. So unfortunately, though, some of the social media stuff has been kind of put aside for real life things, but I do have a lot of plans, and I've spoken about it before. I just haven't been able to put to fruition yet, but things are slowing down with the new role. So hopefully put out some movie reviews.
Can't wait for that.
Maybe do some unboxings and try and find my own style for that. But the big thing that I'm really excited for, like Danny touched on, is we do have spooky season coming up, and that is horror movies are kind of I love Star Wars, I love Marvel, but horror movies are my bread and butter. So hopefully put out a lot of content in the month of October, doing some horror movie reviews and get some new figures. I'll be purchasing quite a bit of horror figures too, so I can have those in time.
Okay. All right, good.
Also, I don't know why Sideshow's been so damn slow. I just got the shipping notification for my.
I probably did too.
For Cad Bane?
Yeah, for Cad Bane. Yeah.
Me and you had it kind of at the same time, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's taking them an extra week, but
I know. Usually it comes when they say it comes fast.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, look, he's showing it off. I haven't got it yet, so I'm a little.
Nice.
I'm excited because Rachel, she just got done watching Book of Boba Fett, so she got done watching season 1, season 2 of Mando, season 1 of Book of Boba, which was really nice because she got to see the live action Cad Bane, and now I'm about to get the figure probably in a week. So it's cool that she gets to see the live action, then we get the figure in hand. So
yeah,
that's cool.
Best Star Wars figure out there. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not say it right now, Austin. It's gonna be your favorite.
I'm excited.
Boba. So I know. I don't know if you're a little bit active on the YouTube channel, uploading tiny bits here and there, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit here and there.
Do you have anything you want to?
Not a damn thing.
Damn thing. All right, that's cool. That's cool.
I
thank
put
you.
out one 15-second video every 6 to 7 months.
But what he's going to continue being is
Yeah.
freaking Jim in this community.
Yeah,
I
man.
know,
we all
Yeah,
appreciate
dude.
it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Really had an awesome time tonight.
Yeah.
Well, Boba, man,
it's
it's truly people like you that just, man, this makes it so much fun. You know,
does.
it just enhances that. At least for me, like, you know, my experience, you know, having people like you in the chat and
Thank you.
talking to us
Yeah.
as we do this and just being so supportive.
Oh, no problem, man. Love this stuff just as much as you guys. I've been at it for a long time and love talking it, you know?
Yeah.
You've been awesome, dude. I hope you
Yeah,
come
man.
back.
Really appreciate you
Yeah.
being here. Hopefully you
I
enjoyed listening to
appreciate
us
being here.
ramble.
Sweet day. Thank you so much, man.
This was Boba's first live too, so it's a pleasure.
Get a round of applause for Boba,
Yeah.
dude. He's doing great.
If you ever want to do a collector tour episode, I'd be happy to have you
Yeah.
on, man, anytime.
Sure.
That'd be
I'd
awesome.
love to.
That'd be fun.
Love to. Thank you.
Yeah.
But for me, I just have I got a short coming out tomorrow, of course, unboxing every Friday, and then the Who's That Hot Toy? Those do really well.
You got your In-Art Joker coming.
In our Joker coming, so that's going to be a review. Then I got
You're also, aren't you getting rid of your Hot Toys to buy some new Funkos? Isn't that?
no switch that around.
Joey's
Oh.
transitioning into Funkos
I'm
again.
sorry. That's what
Hey,
that's
that
what
Funko-
rumors I've heard from Steve.
Joey's got that Funko video on YouTube,
Funko
everybody.
Joey.
Yeah, I do. Funko
Yes.
Joey over here. Hey, that got way more views than a Hot Toys
It
video.
was a good
did.
video.
It was a good
Yeah,
video. dude.
yeah. Thank y'all. What else? Yeah, so I got what else is got? I got the statue. What is it? The lizard-based statue coming too as well with the Cad Bane. So I got those reviews probably coming up next couple weeks. But
Also, can I mention September and a little bit about
Yeah.
some plan?
yeah.
Okay, so in September, all of us are going to be getting together. I
Mm-hmm.
think Steve's still trying to work around some dates to make sure it fits
Mm-hmm.
his schedule.
Yep, yep.
But so far, Danny's going to be flying to me,
Mhm.
and we're going to film some content together at my house where, like, he sees the collection, and then I'll film, like, a behind the scenes of him, like, touring the collection, giving his thoughts. And then we're going to take a road trip together to Joey. And then we're going to do a vlog to Joey. Then once we get to
Yes.
Joey's house, we're all going to do I'm going to do a video going over his collection.
Mhm.
He's going to film our experiences walking
Hey.
into his collection and getting our reactions to it all. And then from there, we're going to drive to San Antonio. And you'll get port vlogs from all three of us.
Yeah, we're gonna go to shops, things like that. I'm gonna get an itinerary for shops, everything like
Make
that.
that
So
itinerary.
yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. This was really, really fun. I love doing these so much. Thank you guys so much.
Proud of all of you. That was 2 hours
Yeah.
and 30 minutes, y'all. Good job,
I
y'all.
know.
That went by
Thank you.
quick, man.
Thank you,
That was
everyone.
fun.
Yeah. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Remember, everybody's link is in the description, and I guess we will see y'all later.
Wait, one more thing, Jerry.
one more-
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Steve's also only a couple away from
Is he?
200, unless
Subscribe to Evil Sneaker.
Come on,
Oh,
y'all
appreciate
can,
it, man.
y'all
Yeah.
can get them there.
I'm getting
Come on.
close. I'm getting
Sorry,
close.
sorry, Joe. I just wanted to say that one.
Ah, yeah.
I appreciate
That's
it,
good.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, get Evil Sneaker there.
Appreciate all
messed
you
up your
guys.
name.
Yep. I know a lot of you
And
guys are on my
Joey,
channel too, so I really
You're
appreciate
only
all
a
the
few
support.
away from 3,000.
Oh yeah, I'm what? I don't
Yeah.
even know anymore. Few away
That's
though.
like 50 or 60 now. Like
Is it?
you're so close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Sorry.
I mean 3,000 is amazing, let alone like
Yeah.
in our small niche community.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man.
amazing. I mean, that
Congrats.
just shows
Congratulations.
how
Thank you.
great of content you've been putting out, and
Yeah. I
giving
try,
people-
y'all. I try.
And I'm just happy I can sit here and just leech off of that. So
Yeah, that's cool. But anyways, guys, it has been Collector Joey. I will see you guys later, and bye panel 2. We'll see y'all in the backstage. Peace.
oh.